So, jump into this session with a recap, like always. I don't know why I started like that. Alright, so, last session, session 26, Demon in the Dark. With demons emerging from the open portal to the abyss, the Gremlins jumped into action to protect the Grand Duke. Forced to fight in magical darkness, the Gremlins were able to defeat the demons and close the portal, with Pip revealing a new snake-themed spell in front of Spark and Nephira. Out of visible danger, Spark, with the help of Aeris and Anatole, was able to remove the Helm of Torm's sight from the Grand Duke's head and was compelled to put it on. From within, he was greeted with a vision of a Hell Rider wielding a celestial sword, accompanied by Lulu. After relaying this information to the party, Lulu confirmed that this sword was important, though she couldn't quite remember everything regarding it, and suggested that they find the two Kenku at Fort Knucklebone as the first step to finding it. After returning to the crypt, the party left the Grand Duke with Feria before returning to the meeting room for a long rest. Once there, Spark and Nephira confronted Pip about the spell, where he admitted that he got gifts from Dendar that made him helpful during combat, and that in accepting these gifts, the nightmare attacks from Dendar would stop. Afterwards, Pip apologized to Aeris for attacking her during the fight in the High Hall, and she forgave him, although she expressed her disdain of Pip's agreement with Dendar, and tried to show him that he didn't need Dendar to make him helpful and strong. The group took an hour to make more progress in learning Infernal, before coming together to discuss their next steps, agreeing that they needed to go and search for the sword, with jumping off El Terrell seeming to be the most efficient way to getting down to the surface. After some discussion, with Spark revealing in front of Aeris' dad that Luca was bringing her drugs, Pip cast Sending to Kamar, letting her know that the Grand Duke was alive and that she should reach out to him. After setting up this plan, Aeris talked with Anatole and asked if he was coming with them to Avernus. Anatole stated that the people of El Terrell needed him here, and unfortunately they had to be separated again. However, the night ended a bit bittersweet as Aeris and Anatole worked on their swordsmanship together, and before bed he gave her his cigarette case, a gift to him from his father. So, passing it on. So, as we start the session today, you all are waking up from a long rest, ready for whatever's to come. Anyone have any questions or anything?
Out of character, just to speedrun our whole joke of episode titles. Episode title, Descent into Avernus, but really.
But actually this time.
Yeah, I've just been in the skies of Avernus this whole time.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. You all slept in the meeting room. A bit, I guess, better of a sleep than the night before when you all had kind of gone to your own separate corners and the Gremlins had not really been such a group, such a team. As you are waking up, you notice that Anatole is not there. He slept there last night, but this morning he, I guess, is already up and out. So yeah, what's everyone doing?
As Spark is putting on his plate mail.
10 minutes later.
Part of the whole she's like, should we go speak with the Grand Duke if he's awake?
Yeah, I think we have to do that. But first,
Yes,
I said I was gonna send Luca in the morning. It's the morning.
Pip, do you think you'll be okay without a third level spell slot?
I should be.
Alright. Nephira, can you help me out getting the wrist guards on? It's kind of hard to do with just one hand. Thank you.
No problem.
Cute. So as Nephira helps Spark with his armor that he's still getting used to, It's, only been a day or two. You broke it in. So did the last person who died in it, but,
So did the fights with you hitting 19 to hit constantly.
So it's broken in. It's it's kept you safe. But yeah, Pip, are you going to sending Luca?
Yeah.
It's only been
So
like, what,
excited about that.
3 days on the Prime Material plane? There's no way he could have gotten the stuff and dropped it off at your doorstep.
I hope not. I had something written and now I can't find where I wrote it down. So we'll see if I can say everything I wanted her to say in 25 words.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll basically say that Aeris relays this to Pip, and Pip says the message. For brevity, Pip gets it exactly correct. He's a smart boy. He remembers exactly what you said. So you can go ahead and via telephone, literally.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll start with Luca, Aeris again. You're my contact, not my drug dealer. Please don't get me Sanic. Why is it considered nasty? Is it bad for you?
Okay. All right. You send this this message, and you get back from Luca. Okay, that's sure, fine. Sanic is really addictive, and it's pretty nasty when people try to get off of it. Wasn't gonna buy any. And that's the message you get in more or less 25 words.
He literally said he was gonna get some for me, but okay.
He might have realized that you haven't paid him any money.
I haven't yet, yeah.
So he was like, I'm not gonna get any until I get some money from you. He doesn't know where you are.
So Aeris
I haven't
was
told him.
actually fully safe. Maybe when she got back to Baldur's Gate, Luca would be like, so, do you still want this or what?
Yeah.
My guy's asking if I'm gonna buy any from him.
So yeah, you're able to reach out to Luca, who sounded very grumpy because you don't know actually what time it is on the material plane. You don't know if you woke him up or not. But you do not have drugs. You do not have an illegal substance waiting for you at your apartment. Which is always good. And
yeah, that's great. And I learned what I wanted to know.
And you learned a little bit more about Sonic, which maybe you'll see more when you get down to the actual floor of Avernus.
Yep.
But
oh yeah, right. There are probably lots of drugs down there.
So many drugs. But yeah, so Spark finishes putting on his armor with some help. Anyone doing anything else? Pip, after you do that sending, doing anything else? Aeris?
Nope, nothing for me.
Nefira, anything? Just slowly getting ready for the day? Is you all...
Reattaching the bandolier of 24 daggers.
Exactly, yeah. Nefira's going through and counting every dagger, making sure that they have every dagger they need to. But yeah, easy enough. You all are able to get all of your things together and head back out of the meeting room towards the crypt. You see, even as you start to approach, you can hear a little bit more, still quiet, chatter, but it feels and sounds a little bit more upbeat, not quite as depressing and dreary as it was before. You imagine that the news that the Grand Duke returned, although with
Alone.
quite a fewer men. Still, it is something that brought a little bit of hope to people. And as you enter, you can pretty quickly see that off to one side, Anatole and Grand Duke Ravengard are having a conversation with a few of the Hell Riders. As you, I imagine, all make your way towards those two, you see that some of the Hell Riders kind of finish up their conversation and head back to continue kind of just talking with the rest of the people that are here, you know, doing whatever chores they need to do for the day, leaving just Anatole and the Grand Duke, who, Aeris, you know of, but you've never talked to the Grand Duke. You've heard him give occasional, like, not really speeches, but you've heard him, like, in passing talking, but you've never been really important enough to be in a room with the Grand Duke before until now. Technically you're in a crypt, but you know, gotta start somewhere, so...
It's got 4 walls and a ceiling. It's a room.
Exactly. So, yeah. As you all approach, you see that the Grand Duke kind of turns and talks to you all. It's like, oh, it is you all that I am to thank for apparently removing the helm from my head. It was not exactly what I expected to happen when I reached that artifact. I am still a bit unclear as to why those visions I saw, I'm not sure what they mean. Anatole filled me in that one of you also put the helm on and saw. Were you able to understand any of what you saw?
Yes, I actually wanted to ask, what did the helmet show you?
It was
You can remember.
a Hell Rider. She was with, and then at this point he looks and sees Lulu, who's like,
kind of gesture to Lulu floating
yeah, he
behind
sees
them.
like Lulu, who's just like whoop, 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 floating around. He's like, it was that creature was with the Hell Rider, and they were on, I guess, the grounds of Avernus, and there was a sword that she plunged into the ground, and a giant kind of palace or castle rose up from it, and then the winged elephant, she kind of was just wandering. That's about as much as I can recall.
Well, we all the same things, but why did the helmet do to you what it did? Beyond showing the vision, the corpses and the portal to, I guess, wherever the demons come from.
Yes, I'm not very well versed with demons or portals, but from what Faria said, it could have been at the exact moment that I put the helmet on my head, the portal was opened and it kind of linked. That is about the best guess. It was mostly just unfortunate coincidence or chance, if one would believe that. So
I believe that.
I could.
Stuff happens with magic artifacts all the time.
yes, that is what I have come to realize.
Grand Duke, I'm curious what you've witnessed since you've come here. And Spur kind of gestures to Aeris. Aeris, would you mind looping him into the conspiracy we uncovered?
Yeah, Aeris is gonna go back through her notes and thoroughly go over the whole conspiracy. Yeah, I think since they're kind of like they're kind of away from everyone else, right?
Yeah, they moved off to the side, and
Yeah.
the rest of the
So
kind of
Aeris
like,
gonna mention the whole citywide contract.
yeah, the
she's
rest
gonna
of
swear it out
the,
Smith. She's gonna fill them in on the entirety of what she's found, what everyone has found.
yeah. Um,
Why did you waste 2 paragraphs on this anvil? It doesn't seem important.
as you
Summarizes over that part, just says suspicious, moves on.
as you kind of recount all this, you see that you can't really read the Grand Duke's face. He keeps a pretty
Actually, sorry. Good point. Spark probably would have done an initial vibe check.
Yeah. He keeps a pretty neutral expression. You gather years of political
I'm guessing
shit.
a 19 total doesn't get Spark anything more than what you're telling us in general.
With a 19, yeah, you gather that this is someone who has run Baldur's Gate for several years, and that place is backstabbing as fuck. So you're not going to get anything from his like deception and persuasion are off the charts. He'll show you exactly what he wants to show you, and that's all you're going to get.
Eloquence barred off the charts.
Not quite magically off the charts, just like a guy who's been around the block quite a few times and grew up in Baldur's Gate. So, but yeah, you see, Aeris, you finish recounting kind of everything that has led you here. The Duke von Thomper, fucking hate that name. And her,
they're all dead.
her pact, except her boy, Mortlock.
Listen, he's off being a baker
he's
somewhere.
not her
He'll be
boy.
fine.
He's our boy.
But yeah, you recount her kind of deal with Zariel and the cultists. You recount everything you found about the what is it called?
The companion?
Not the companion, the book.
Oh, okay. The ledgers of...
Yeah, it is everything in that book that Aeris still has.
Creed resolution.
She's not
Creed
mentioning that she
resolution.
has the book. She just says that
Yeah.
what it's about.
And you mention about this pact that was made by Thaddeus Krieg, which basically doomed everyone in Elturel's souls. A really, really nasty time for everyone involved. You see that he kind of takes it all in for a second and then goes, I think some things are becoming a little clearer now. Duke von Thomper has wanted my position for a very long time, and I imagine her and Krieg plotted to have me in Elturel when it was going to shift, so that way she could become Grand Duke. As with me out of the picture, a new leader will need to be elected is a generous term, but there is not much more I can really do from here other than perhaps just continue to aid the general here with keeping people safe and finding more refugees. Anatole had mentioned that you are going to have Kamar reach out to me. I am familiar with her. We have gone back quite a few years. So
And her apprentice.
she took on an apprentice. I did not know that. She normally does not. That is new. And you see he kind of looks a little bit more intently at the small gnome in the party. It's like, interesting.
Have snaky boy.
Yeah. Yes,
right.
the snake, the boy who's like, yeah, I'm an apprentice with a snake eye, very, casual. And he's like, well,
Like, yeah, makes sense.
I think Anatole and I were just going to discuss some plans about perhaps launching another attempt to rescue more individuals. But I hear you are going to be headed to the ground. Is that not incorrect?
It is. We're going to seek the sword.
From the vision.
The Holy Lulu believes it's strong enough to either sever the chains dragging the city down or break the companion. Either of those will hopefully return what remains of the city. And then after we secure people's safety, we can see about trying to get that contract annulled.
That sounds like a good place to start. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I can be of any further use, but if there's anything you need before you head out, please let me know. And then he looks over at Anatole. He's like, kind of gives him a good old like pat on the back. Just boys, just two lads. And is like, I will be
Chilling a hot hell.
yeah,
5 feet apart.
because they could be gay. We don't know.
Could be.
You see.
Anatole is foregone that part of his oath.
You know, he's got a lot to work on in life. But you see that kind of with that Grand Duke Ravengard.
To parent trap Anatole and Tabitha.
Yes. The Grand
She's
Duke
going
kind
to.
of walks off to the side, leaving you all with Anatole. You imagine the two had a bit of a conversation this morning already about what's going on. And they seem to not be unaware of each other. Like, they obviously have met before as the general to the Hell Riders and the leader of Elturel. They've probably met quite a few times. So with that, Ravengard kind of steps off to the side and starts talking with a few of the Hell Riders, talking with Faria. You see he's basically just doing whatever he can to assist the civilians. And that leaves just y'all and Anatole. Unless anyone has any other questions, you can easily go talk to Ravengard. He's, you know, within walking distance, within earshot, kind of, so.
Anatole, sorry if this is...
Just took a sip of my beer. Anatole's drinking beer first thing in the morning.
like father, like daughter.
No, that's vodka.
No, it's whiskey.
Oh, whiskey, yeah.
It's whiskey.
And vodka.
Just working their way down that. This is, I guess, something that's been on my mind since we entered the temple here. And sorry if this comes across as incredibly rude, but I've been wondering, why did people of your organization swear the oath they did, but instead of going to a different deity?
You see he's kind of like looking, he looks at Spark, but then he looks at Aeris and looks back at Spark. And is like,
I think Aeris just kind of has an eyebrow raise. She was like, dang. I've been wondering this the whole time. Spark was asking this question. She gets out her notepad. She looks ready to write down whatever he's going to say.
But again, Spark's first thought when he heard about this organization was like, oh, maybe it was the only, like, one like it in the city, but seeing, like, other active churches, he's like, okay, there were other, like, deities to worship or oaths to take.
mm-hmm.
This wasn't the this wasn't the only option.
Yeah.
It might have been top of the list, but that's what he might be about to find out.
Yeah. You see that Anatoly kind of like leans back, takes a time, lights a cigarette.
They lights a cigarette, takes
Lights
a
a cigarette,
long...
takes a drag. Is like.
Aeris taps her foot. She's impatient.
He continues
Spark's
to
giving
take
him
his
the time.
sweet time.
Spark's giving him the time. This is coming from genuine theological curiosity.
Yeah. You see, Anatoly goes, I can tell you're a holy man, religious, and the Hell Riders are different in so that we do not have a single religion or god or goddess that we worship. Everyone who's a part of it can worship who they choose. Some get their powers from those gods, some don't. I myself am not very religious. I don't really have anyone I worship much, but the important thing was always the city and our loyalty to the people here. It's less about worshipping in kind of individual and more about protecting a collective. At least that's what it used to be. And you see he kind of looks around at the very, very small number of Hell Riders that are still alive and with him. But yes, I gather you were wondering why someone would choose this over another temple?
Yeah.
Or a temple.
That or seeking the power to protect something that you are not allowed to take part in.
It's a bit archaic, I agree. I think the intent was that the Hell Riders would be your family, and you would do anything to protect family, so you would therefore do anything to protect other Hell Riders. And you have to be a citizen of El Terrell in order to be a Hell Rider, which means you usually do have family, just parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters that you would want to protect.
I guess I understand that.
But,
Thank you.
of course. I think if the Hell Riders make it back from Hell a second time, there's probably going to be some institutional changes, I would imagine.
Hopefully, if we do come across Creed, we can bring him back alive so you can make him watch you all survive.
You see
Bring him
that?
back
Yeah,
alive. Aeris gives him a sparkle
Anatoly
look.
laughs and just looks briefly to Aeris and is like, "If you manage to bring him back alive, that would be quite impressive. Not going to lie."
Well, he might know how to annul the contract, and I'm doubtful he'd tell us in the middle of a fight.
Spark, why'd you have to make a good point? I just wanted to revenge kill this man.
It's not like with Duke von what's her face, where it didn't matter.
Spark? I'm gonna stop you right there. Go check yourself.
Oh wait, was
That's
this
on the
is
list!
Stu?
It's on the
This is
list!
Stu. Forgetting
No,
about
I
the
love
list.
that Spark. I love that Spark is just like, yeah, well, last time, Aeris just killed someone in the middle of combat. It's fine, though. It was combat.
I mean, he didn't specify
Who
Aeris
killed?
was the one that dealt the killing blow. He just kind of specified that when they did
Yeah,
cross
we're
paths
gonna-
with the dude.
We're gonna stop it before it gets to that point. Okay, we're gonna stop way before the line gets even close to being crossed. Okay.
But yes, he didn't immediately throw Aeris under the bus like with the
Mhm.
drug situation. He just kind of alluded to the fact that when the Gremlins encountered her,
And then Aeris stopped him before he
Yeah.
could lead anything else.
oh man, that might make her look sus.
You know,
I don't care. That's enough. That's enough.
she's like, if there's no proof, if you don't actually say it, then no one has actual proof.
Actually, I do have proof. It's in my notebook.
That's true. Don't let anyone get a hold of that notebook. That's got
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
everything
no.
you've all done and figured out.
Such incriminating evidence.
Mhm.
Well, you see here, Your Excellency, she wrote in her journal that she committed regicide. Is
Yeah.
it still regicide?
I don't think it would be. Yeah.
But I'm an unreliable narrator.
So,
Actually, I'm a very reliable narrator.
You're the most reliable narrator out of all of us.
absolutely.
Well, out of all us players.
Oh, probably more than me too. I don't take notes of my own shit. If it goes off script, I'm like, what happened? All right, so yeah, Anatoly kind of gives that answer about why it was that people even joined the Hell Riders. And he's taking a slow morning. He's not really saying much beyond just answering some question or whatever questions you all have.
Mark has no follow-up questions. That answered his curiosity sufficiently.
Yeah. You see, he kind of waits, see if anyone has anything else to say after, talking about Krieg and Aeris not allowing him to be brought back alive.
Actually, General, would you know potentially the best place for us to, and now Spark will actually kind of look back at Aeris and try to whisper, dive off the city?
What? You're just gonna jump? Is that...
That's what I said! We're just gonna jump? Apparently.
Spark kind of gestures to Pip. He has an ability to slow our fall so we will land safely.
Yeah, have you ever seen it work?
Yeah.
We've never
I practiced
jumped
one.
off heights
I had
before.
to practice all my spells when I learned them.
Well,
So Aeris isn't doubting Pip because of Pip. She's doubting him because she's scared. Okay?
No, it was really cool. Kamara let me jump off of her house so I could practice. She also has spells like that, just in case, but I did it.
well, I have definitely heard of similar things that wizards can do. I don't normally run around with wizards very much, so I haven't jumped off any buildings. That's not true. I have jumped off buildings, but the landing was not graceful or painless. So
you should spread around with wizards.
apparently, that's what I'm learning.
It is quite nice having one with you.
Thanks.
But we saw a fair amount of the city as we approached here was over the river Styx, and from what little we know, we don't want to jump above that.
Right. I think, if I remember correctly, I think a little bit past the cemetery should be another edge of the city. And that would... I mean, I don't know exactly where the river is. I haven't kept track, really. But it will put you at an outer edge of the city as opposed to the kind of the middle, which I believe is right over the river. So that would probably be my best guess, is past the cemetery.
Thank you.
Yeah. When are you all planning on taking the leap, as they say?
No, it's the shoes on the other
Aeris'
foot.
face
Spark
just
spoke
says,
out
"Hopefully
loud.
Never.
Sorry, Anatoly spoke something out loud that Spark wished he didn't. I guess before noon, or once we're finished waking up and we're sure we need to head on down, the sooner we find the sword and return to free the city, the better.
I think that's probably the best bet would be also getting out of here before anything that happens. Who knows? It's been pretty quiet since the siege, but that doesn't mean that they won't come back around or that the cemetery won't become another haven for something else. So I think the quicker you can get off El Terrell, the better.
And hopefully, since it seems like it's been a few days since we've arrived on our home plane, hopefully some other backup will be arriving to help. This is Stable Talk with Stu. Did Sabikas mention that she was, even with the Gremlins going ahead, gonna look for another party, and we were just the advance?
I think so.
And I think she mentioned that she was going to, I don't know if she said that specifically, but you do know that, you have now reached out to Kamar, and Kamar is at least attempting to do something about it.
True, and Kamara is also
Things done.
very livid at Sabikas.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
And Kamar is also going to be reaching out to the Grand Duke, so you imagine there will probably be some coordination over probably the next week of either more people arriving or getting people off, or a bit of both. So yeah.
I mean, the person plane shifted in can bring in another wizard or two who can plane shift. It's like,
true.
All right, you two take people out. I need to chill for a day.
Yeah. Now it's getting a bunch of high-level wizards to work with each other. That's the notoriously more difficult part. But yeah.
The Grand Duke might have deep enough coffers to incentivize.
Yeah. So you know at
Grand
least
Duke,
there's
why
something.
is there this big tax expense? Well, humanitarian work.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate,
It's all-
famous for their humanitarian work.
It's all
Well
coming from the
known.
van.
They're famous
Listen.
for two things: humanitarian work and dental care.
Yeah.
Listen, Aeris has great benefits as part of the Flaming Fist.
Yeah, right.
Her teeth are a little shinier.
I mean, hey, the city of Baldur's Gate probably just seized all of Duke Van Thumper's assets.
Yeah. So.
And hey, it might be like, you know what? We just got this influx of money of somebody directly involved. Whatever, let's spend it here.
Yeah. So you're not entirely sure, but you do know that there's talks, or things are in the works. But you imagine it will take several days or weeks. So.
Yes, hopefully the people we're here will be moving with haste.
Hopefully.
Good luck.
Yeah.
And he
you
goes
as
to
well.
offer the warrior handshake.
Yeah. Get a nice little warrior handshake. He's like, yeah, you all as well. I'll be just around this morning if you need anything before you head out. Unless you are planning on heading out now, I'm not sure.
Spark kind of looks
Or
at the
you
rest
all-
of the Gremlins.
You all also don't seem too sure as well.
I'm okay with heading out now if you three are. Oh wait, general question. Morgan, where's Val?
Oh, where's Val? Around. She's there.
like on Pip's shoulder or
Where's
something.
Val? I mean, she's a little big compared to his size. She's literally like half his size. So probably just like at his feet.
Mhm.
She's there.
Alright, cool. We'll mention this. Spark's standing a little bit at a distance from Pip.
Great.
And
What's that about?
You probably did hear some sniffles when they were in close proximity.
Oh, right. Oh, no. Aw.
A little allergic.
Little
No.
Fey allergies
Yeah.
I'm gonna
developed.
pick up on that.
No.
If he even notices you staying away from him, he's not gonna think it's valid.
No, he's gonna think it's him.
He's
Yeah.
just gonna like scratch the snake eye
Yeah.
of his
Mhm.
face.
Be like, oh, what could it be about?
Like kind of like tucks his arm or behind his back. Does he even hang on? Can I?
Yeah,
can I
let's go. Come on, Morgan.
Perception about that?
Roll it. Roll insight.
Is it insight? Okay.
Spark's not trying to hide it
Yeah.
at all. But
I mean, yeah.
hey, Morgan can roll well.
It's a 19 minus 1. Don't say
18.
that because you know how I roll whiz saves.
Yeah, that, with that, you realize that Spark is acting like, kind of, yeah, sick, allergic, which is weird and new, and you're not sure what he's allergic to, but he is definitely sniffling a bit, and his eyes are, like, keeps, like, itching his eye every now and then, classic allergies. I can't hear Morgan.
Oh,
Oh,
I think Morgan's
um,
just like taking it in.
No, I was speaking words out of my mouth.
Oh, we did not hear any of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Says out loud to Spark, "Are you okay?" And then messages, "Are you sick?"
Do you have COVID?
Star just sticks out a face mask.
Yeah.
I think so. I woke up with some pressure on my face. Hopefully I'm not developing an allergy to this plane. Chef came at a cost.
You see that, was that all in, over the message spell?
No,
Oh,
that
this
was out
is-
loud.
That was out
Oh,
loud?
okay then. Yeah.
Or,
The initial
The
"Are you
initial
sick?" was a
one.
message.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you are, I'm not gonna like that. This is not something to be talked about out loud.
yeah. You see that
I mean, he's not trying to hide that.
Anatoly's like, it's kind of weird, but I mean, I guess it could be it's a new place. I guess you could be allergic. Being allergic to hell is really holy of you. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's pretty on the nose, Spark, but...
Listen, it developed after, yesterday was the first time I used that ability that made those demons afraid of me. Maybe that pushed me over the edge.
Well, good luck, I guess. That sucks. Maybe you'll get, like, exposure and you'll be okay. I don't know.
Just travel
Hopefully-
allergies, it's fine.
It's only for a few rounds, so once he does have a
Yeah.
few seconds away from Val, he'll stabilize. Just need to blow his nose to get the bill to help out.
Yeah. You see that, you hear Anatoly be like, well, if you're going to be heading out now, I could always walk you all to the, I guess, cemetery entrance and say bye, or...
That would be nice.
And also, in case, you open, that secret passage and there's a ton of devils there, it wouldn't hurt to have another sword, so...
Oh. True, they might be aware of one of the things that happened yesterday.
So... But yeah. Well, I'll just be, I guess, waiting by the alcove, if you have anything else you need to grab. Not sure, but just let me know. Also, I sense you might need to talk amongst yourselves and plan a bit more, and you probably don't want to be planning on the edge of Avernus. So maybe do that for a bit and come find me when you're done. And you see he lights another cigarette and kind of slowly meanders towards the that's alcove with the secret passage, leaving the four of you to plan any more about your jumping, your parachuting, skydiving.
Just, again, actually, wait, would we even have a way to tell cardinal directions if Lulu remembered roughly what direction the fort was from the sticks?
Do we have a map, or did we just look at a map?
You have the map.
Yay.
Directions are kind of weird because kind of what Savikas mentioned is stuff shifts in the plane itself. So you kind of need to just
Move.
You need to just go and kind of talk to people mostly and be like, hey, where's this thing now? Where'd you see it last? Or hope that you stumble across it. So yeah, it's mostly will be in the same direction, but the distance it will be in could be 10 miles, or another time it could be 60 miles. So
Is the
actually, is it on the map?
You
all right,
pull
Jason
open
and I
the
had
map,
the same thought.
and it is not marked on the map as a place that the original map person apparently did not go to. So,
Lulu,
okay.
do you remember any of these landmarks that are on the map?
You see Lulu kind of floats over and looks over the map. And I need to pull up the Avernus map.
Oh yeah, how long ago was that put in chat?
So long. I'm just pulling it up from literally, like a year ago. Let's see. It does
Was
not
that even
have...
put in the group, or was it put in the original group chat?
I'm not even sure.
Can you post it again so one of us can pin it? And by one of us, I mean probably me, since I am quick on the draw with that function.
Yeah. Let me drag this into general chat. But you see that that apparently it does not want to go into chat. You see that Lulu looks over.
Too big.
What's going on? You see Lulu looks over the map, and it's like it says in okay, I'm just gonna save this image. Good lord. There we go. It says in your head, Aeris, that I recognize like they sound familiar, but a lot of the places, but I don't know if I've ever been to any of them. I'm sorry, I still don't really have any memory.
Great. So I guess I don't even know where to start.
You hear Lulu in your head again go, I think what would be best is to get down to Avernus and perhaps follow the river Styx away from all the devils and demons that are swarming Elturel. And maybe from there we will be able to find something useful.
Yeah.
Head up river. Oh wait, Spark has no idea about this. Oops.
Yeah, only was in your head, Aeris, which you don't technically know if she said it in anyone else's head, but she said it in yours.
Yeah, I mean, I think that sounds like a good idea to start with.
What did Lulu tell you?
That we should follow the river Styx? Get away from all the fighting and Elturel, and maybe we'll find something farther away.
Makes sense. I guess, sort of, we should probably assume when we land we're going to need to fight a bit. So, on that note of making sure we're potentially combat ready once Pip's able to get us safely to the ground, Aeris!
Yes,
If we have to force you over the edge, what way will
Freezing.
make you the least upset?
What
Probably
kind
not
of
the word
question
force.
is that? I don't even foot first. You're gonna jump. You're gonna go. Beep. You're not gonna like dive head first. God, is that what y'all were thinking?
Well,
No.
I was planning that we
No,
could
but,
just
I mean, we could.
all hold hands together. And Aeris, maybe it'll help you if you're in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll just be kind of carried over the edge with momentum when we all jump together at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea, Nafira. Would you like a blindfold once we get closer?
No, maybe
Okay.
no. Mm. I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
I think that makes it way worse.
Yeah, I think so too.
Still would also think that makes it much worse because you have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also don't do needles, and I intentionally close my eyes whenever I need a shot.
That's I
Ever
think
since you close
closing.
your eyes.
I think closing your eyes though is different than like a blindfold.
Fair.
Feeling
Yeah.
the like gravity pulling you toward the ground and not knowing how much further you have.
Yeah.
Good point. But I guess we'll figure that out once we're there, and Spark kind of looks at Harris. Once you know how bad your fear is gripping you.
Mm.
I should have prepared heroism!
Ah.
I think Spark has access to that. A bit too
Probably.
late now.
But yeah, any
I
other
think
plans?
there's some level 1 spell on the cleric list that's like, yeah, you're immune to the fear condition, and it's like, wow. Wow, if Paladin has access to that, it was real. Yeah.
Next time. Next time you need to
Next
jump off a
time-
building.
Next time we have a long rest the day before we know one of the gremlins has to face a phobia.
Mm-hmm.
That's a goof on stew.
But yeah, any other planning or plotting that you all want to do, or anything before you head off El Terrell?
I don't know if there's that much more to plot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spark feels like they have a solid plan.
Morgan, what was
Yeah,
that
we're
look?
not going off a lot.
Morgan, does Pip have something that they want to do?
No, not at all. It was
Mhm.
Well, how can you sound
No,
more
not at all.
suspicious?
Why do you not trust me?
do you or do you not have something you want to do as Pip?
No.
Okay, all right.
Nice.
All right. So then, you all kind of finish your conversation about how you're gonna be jumping off El Terrell, and you head over to Anatole. So he's like, "All right, well, that was pretty quick. Are you all ready? You have everything you need?"
As we're going to be.
Fair enough. Well, guess now's the time. And you see that he reaches into the alcove and pulls a little
Wait.
lever.
Aeris says, wait.
No, he pauses right as he's about to pull
Yeah.
the lever.
She's kind of looking down at the ground. She says, there's something that I need to tell you before we go. Before the siege, Nefira, Pip, and I, we had a dream. And there was this half-elf that disguised himself as Spark. And I'm worried that that person is the one who is listening in on the sending, Pip sending. I thought you should know, because you should keep an eye out for that.
You see, he kind of nods. Is like, well, I guess the only good thing that could come from that is if it was listening in, it was on you all and did not, I guess, if Kamar sends the Grand Duke, our communications may be overlooked. But if you reach back out to me with sending, that could be a problem. It will link us. If he's listening, I don't really know much how these things work. Pip, do you know much about how people can listen in on sending, or?
Does Pip know anything about that? Is the thing.
Sounds like an Arcana check.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Okay, I'm good at Arcana. Let's go. It's a nat 20 plus 8.
Yes. Wow.
Pip is good at Arcana.
Yeah, he's great at rolling those nat 20s on things.
On things he's really good at.
Too.
Yeah, Pip, you are, you're with that nat 20. You realize that, in order to listen in, it would have been on you that this person was listening in on, which means they probably only heard your half of the conversation, unless as a standard kind of scrying, you would hear only your half of whatever you said. As sending, you do have to speak out loud. So didn't hear Kamar's response. But, and if it is the classic scrying, there would also only be a small radius around you that they could visualize. So Anatole was far enough away that probably wasn't seen. However...
What about the fact that he literally told Kamar to reach out to Ravencard?
That is a problem. He would have heard that. However, you also know that, or not know, but you recall kind of putting together everything about Nefir's necklace. That they're also, if a devil is powerful enough in Avernus, they can listen in on any conversation that is had through magic. So you're not entirely sure where this person falls, as you were also able to see them and notice that they were spying due to Dendar, which most people would not have any idea. So with that nat 20, a lot of things become a little more convoluted, honestly. But you do gain some more information. So Anatole, it might be okay from being listened in on simply because he was not seen or heard. And if the person has never met them, scrying on them is near impossible. If they are not scrying, if they are using some funky devil magic, all bets are off the table as to what can be listened in on. Also, Nefira, where's that necklace?
I did not wear it to bed last night, so I'm
assuming it's in your pack if you weren't wearing it. Or
yeah, I'm just debating if they're gonna put it back on.
Well, I will say you did hear Pip ramble all of this information off about the scrying and listening in to Anatole, who got way more than he bargained for with that answer. But yeah.
Pip just beams and he's like, this is my moment.
This is my time to shine.
Up.
Yeah.
I guess Nefira will probably put it back on.
Nefira hears this and just slowly takes the necklace out and puts it back on. Just like, maybe. So. But yeah.
Cool.
You see that after kind of Pip gives that info dump, Anatoly goes, right, well, guess we'll just have to keep an eye out. He was in your dream, so... I mean, can you just give me a description if I see that person in, I guess, my dream or real life? That would be probably good to know.
Yeah, Aeris gives off a quick description because she wrote it down.
Yeah.
After the dream. And then says, but he disguised himself as Spark, so it was we didn't figure it out until the end.
Well, if I know anything about demons and devils, it's that deception is their favorite thing. And honestly, you were going to get played one way or another by a devil. So hopefully it'll just make you more cautious in the future.
True.
Yeah, I
do
think
not like this
she's
music
gonna blurt something out. And she like tears up a little bit when she says this, but she says, in the dream, I told him that my dad was here, but he doesn't know that it's you, and it's my fault that they found out about the siege.
You see that Anatole kind of eyes kind of narrow a little bit. And he goes and he puts his hand on Aeris's shoulder. And he's like, I don't think you honestly gave away more than they probably already knew. We had been planning a siege for a few days before you had arrived and had been kind of as ungracefully as a bunch of people in plate mail can be. We were sniffing around the high hall, so they knew something was up. But
it went so badly. What if that was me? What if I made it worse?
I think that's just battles. They sometimes don't go the way we want them to. And at the very least, nobody of that description was anywhere near the High Hall, so I have a feeling they might not have even really cared what a bunch of random kind of devils were doing. There didn't seem to be any leader to those devils. They were just roaming around the High Hall looking for civilians. So...
yeah, Aeris takes a deep breath in and just kind of like nods her head at that.
But it is good to know that there is someone there who, or out there, that does know a siege happened or was going to happen on the High Hall. We might need to bolster our defenses as much as possible in case someone comes looking.
I guess reach out to Zafa and see what remained of the force that helped us. Get as many of those people over here as possible.
Yeah, that's the plan today, I think, with the Grand Duke taking a few of the Hell Riders and trying to gather whoever we can from the High Hall and make it back. But that's my burden to deal with today. You all have to go jump off of a city, so I think I'll be okay with my feet firmly planted on this floating rock, but...
Yep, we have to descend into Avernus.
Hey, the title of the game! We made it! A year later!
You said the thing!
Campaign over.
The title screen just rolled. But
Listen, y'all been sitting on that old episode.
you see, Anatoly's like, well, should we be off then?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't like tight spaces.
Oh yeah, you also are dealing with your fear. Everyone's having a fearful episode. Except Pip's doing great right now. Pip and Nafir are chilling, you know?
And unless there were some zombie chickens roaming around, or God forbid, regular chickens.
Even worse.
Listen, bear in mind, aren't there like infernal chickens?
There are infernal chickens, yes.
They would not be recognizable as like chickens.
They would just be freaky. But yeah, you all, Anatoly pulls the lever and you all make your way through this underground tunnel.
Like the mace.
You see Spark lights up the mace, and you can see Anatoly's just got a burning cigarette that's also giving off some smoke and light. As you
just put in a second one, have them touch, start two at one.
As he seems to be smoking very heavily recently. Wonder why.
Yeah.
Gee, it's almost like something's coming to his life to suddenly add a layer of stress.
But yeah, you all make your way to the edge where there's that kind of slate that you have to move. You see Anatoly kind of moves it.
Before we open the slate, Spark would pop a divine sense to see if they are about to get jumped.
Yeah, he waits. You pop that divine sense. You don't sense anything. I believe it's within 30 feet, right?
I think it's 60. Let me scroll down to the ability so I can mark one use. But yeah, 60 feet.
Yeah, you don't sense anything, so you know a pretty good range around this should be clear.
We have at least 60 feet of clearance.
All right. You see he kind of slides it back a little bit, only kind of like halfway. Is like, I think this is probably as far as I'm going to go. More people in and out of this tunnel just makes it further noticeable. So if you go out and just don't go into the cemetery, just keep heading kind of, I guess, straight ahead of here. You should pretty easily find the edge of Avernus. So, nope, the edge of El Terrell.
Oh no, we're about to fall into this. It's about to get a heck of a lot worse.
It's been a long day. It's only 9 a.m.
Thank you for everything. And Spark will quickly shimmy out of the little hole.
Yeah. Yeah, you get out and you can now see, from what it looks all the way around, you don't see any devils or zombies or anything of the like. Who's out after Spark? I know who's last, so who's out after Spark?
I know who's last too.
Sure, yeah. That will be next, I guess.
Cool. Pip's out. Spark reaches down, gives him a little hand, gives him a hand to just lift the little lad out of the
starts sniffling
immediately, because Pip's clothes are covered in fey fur, as well. And yeah, it helps Nafira out as well. And that just leaves 2 fire genasi in a secret tunnel.
Yeah.
That's another good title option.
That's like, I could just stay here with my dad with my feet firmly planted on the ground. But she knows she can't leave her friends, and she needs to show her dad that she's brave.
Just hears the Nafira in the back of her head threatening to drag her out of the tunnel.
Oh yeah. And she looks up at her dad, and says, "Don't die again."
And you see he kind of gives you a little check, shoulder check, and is like, "Same to you." All right.
Eris is looking around. She's like, "I haven't died yet. Don't say that." Well, actually, she does kind of have
She does, you
He
know.
probably thinks that she
Yeah,
has
she
died
does.
already.
It looks very much like she's probably died
like
before.
She's probably died before. Okay.
Also,
cool.
don't you have, like, sleeveless, and there's a wound in your shoulder as well.
Yeah.
Aeris
Oops.
has some nasty battle scars from a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think all of that has crossed her mind. And I think she's gonna head out.
All right.
Yeah.
Mads, at this point, would Spark potentially be able to hone down that, okay, maybe it's not Avernus, maybe it's...
Yeah, you realize that it's
Nightmare demon.
it's Pip. It's definitely something regarding Pip. I'd say
Pip.
with an insight, a high enough insight check, you could maybe gather what it is on Pip.
Alright, dice, please do not have a sense of humor. My dice had a sense of humor.
Okay.
Single digits, I'm not
Mhm.
even adding the modifier.
But yeah.
He's not gonna vocalize anything yet then.
But Aeris, right as you are kind of climbing out,
Right, and the
you see
D4.
that you hear Anatoly go. They need you. Keep them safe.
I know. I will. And before she like finishes leaving, she's gonna say, I'm gonna save Eltrell, and I'm gonna save Mom, and I'm gonna save my grandparents, and I'm gonna save you too.
I know you will. Yeah. And with that, you can hear he kind of turns back towards the way back towards the crypt. But you can hear he doesn't completely walk away yet.
Aww.
But yeah, with that.
Right, since I think you mentioned one of us has to close it from the outside, Spark is gonna just slowly... like, one of those looks on his face is, I'm sorry to ruin the moment, but we don't need any undead sneaking in.
Yeah, Aeris will start closing.
Yeah. Also, there's nothing more than the image of you leaving your dad in essentially what is a grave and closing the lid of it because of what the tunnel is.
Nope. Nope.
Well, we know what
that.
Dendar is gonna use when
don't
she
like that.
betrays the
Oh my
deal she
God.
made with Pip.
Oh no.
Because let's be real, I'm not expecting that deal to last.
But yeah, with that, the four Gremlins are back at 4 and are you're able to make
Well,
your
that's
way
real.
towards the
Lulu's
edge.
with us.
Oh yeah, Lulu. Oh, hi, 5. Oh, crazy.
And our party of familiars.
Yeah.
Each of us having a weird little dude.
Mhm.
Even if the one that Spark is adjacent to is not of his creation.
She's still a weird little dude.
She's a weird little dude.
She is.
Um,
Listen, she's got, what, 33 hit points?
yeah.
What's wrong with having 33 hit points?
It's more, sorry, 36. It's more the, she's gonna play, is that more of the,
No,
No,
it's,
no.
Pip has
That's
39.
3 less than Pip's.
Yeah.
Hmm.
so there was a time where Lulu had more hit points than Pip.
Most of the combat.
Oh, wizard hit dice.
But yeah, you all are able to make your way out of the cemetery, kind of following Anatoly's directions. You can see off in the distance, there is only a few, like, kind of broken and ruined houses, as this would be kind of on the outskirts of town. And you can eventually see where there no longer are houses, as you kind of wind your way through some dirt paths, and you get to the edge of El Terrell. Or you can finally see where it just straight drops off. You're probably for those of you who are not Aeris, I don't know where Aeris is. You're probably about 15 feet from the edge. And so I'm leaving it back to you all now, whoever's moving closer, what everyone's doing in this moment. But you are definitely close.
Yeah.
Spark's
Aeris?
going to guide himself and take a look across the horizon, just to like try to get an immediate where's away from the battle and what are we landing in on.
Yeah.
So I guess he will
Move closer.
slowly move over to the edge enough to look down and then back up.
So as you stand near the edge, you feel the wind kind of almost pull you off El Terrell. You kind of take a few steps back. You're like, thank God I'm heavy. Thank God I got this heavy armor on. You see kind of, yeah, go ahead and give me what that perception check is, though.
25 total. For once,
Jeez.
blessing himself paid off. I rolled an 18 on the dice, a 4 on the d4, and he gets a +3.
So yeah, you can see from this vantage point below a massive, an armored legions of devils and demons kind of encircling the enormous posts of infernal iron that anchor El Terrell to the rocky ground. You see squads of demons fighting 10 deep in some places, hurling themselves into the devil's ranks. There's ichor and chaos as the fiends kill each other. The river Styx cuts a dark path across the blasted landscape and flows directly beneath the city. With that high perception check, you see off in the distance, you can just barely make out a massive, fiendish airship in the shape of a sword cruising through the reddish haze. Something that doesn't really mean as much to Spark as everyone else. And you see,
listen, he's gonna
he's
give the
gonna
party
tell
a
him,
skinny.
yeah. But the companion, you see it's still kind of this black orb above you, emitting bursts of black lightning. As you look to try to figure out the best route, you can see that most of underneath El Terrell, it seems, is just a battlefield. Your best bet is to kind of basically go a little bit off and to the left and hope that you can land towards the outskirts. Jumping here does put you like away from most of the there's no like iron post right near here. You're kind of in between two of them, and the iron posts seem to be where most of the like fiends, the devils and demons, are fighting over. So you imagine that this is probably the best spot to jump, but there's still a likelihood that you're probably gonna be met with someone or something by the time you get to the ground.
Spark moving closer to the group. Getting in. I imagine the group's huddled, so he's in range of Al.
Yep.
Alright. So, Pip, with your spell, can we float in different directions, or are we... Okay. I was able to get a good view of some stuff. There's a lot of fighting directly below us. We seem to be between two big clusters of combat. So if we can drift in an arc away from the city, we might only get the outskirts of it when we land. Something else I saw that's kind of concerning, and Spark will gesture in the distance where you saw the flying fort. I saw what looks like a flying sword off in the distance.
Flying sword.
Yeah, it looked very much like a sword was pointed at the city and flying to it, and it has to be massive from how big it looked from at this distance.
And
Okay,
for
so
the
you
rest of
think
you,
that's,
that sounds very familiar to exactly what you saw in your dream, but you were in it. A flying sword. Really a flying ship that is kind of... It doesn't look exactly like a sword, but it's pointed, long, kind of in that way. Yeah. So,
Nice.
yes.
Yeah, this is probably the best spot we have, and Spark kind of looks over at Aeris. And if you think you can manage, a run and jump might be the best way to help keep us all safe on landing.
It's like we did at the river when we were kids.
Yeah, Aeris didn't like that much either. Just 'cause she doesn't
Except
really like water.
we don't want to land in the water this time, Pip.
And we'll be holding
Yeah.
just. It'll be okay. It'll be
Transferring the
terrifying, but we can do this. Hopefully, it'll be fine. We'll hold hands. We'll run and we'll jump together. We can do this.
I'll be with you, Aeris.
Within 60 feet of me. But I'm sure we won't be too far apart.
Yeah, Aeris had been like, trying to be calm, like walking over.
Calm, cool, and collected.
She has to be, she has to be brave. Because she just told her dad she was gonna save everything, and he was like, "Yeah, I know. You're cool."
That's exactly word for word what happened.
Yeah, pretty much. And then she got to, well, I mean, that's what she remembers now, because now she's 15 feet from the edge and is totally frozen up. I think she was gonna start smoking a cigarette, but I think she's too frozen up to even do that. She's just been kind of going like, and just nodding. She's not gonna be able to run up. You can try.
Aeris.
Will she be able to be dragged along? Like momentum as we run and we're holding her hands?
You gotta hope Spark can, because I don't think Nefira and
Yeah, I was about
moving
to say the
Aeris
momentum
anywhere.
I think Spark's the only one who might have a chance of forcibly moving Aeris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although Pip can do a little mind.
Pip can
movement.
attempt.
Think
Yeah.
about it. She just has to be willing. Or be weak.
Or
All
roll
right.
poorly.
Roll poorly or submit.
That's what I'm wording.
That's definitely what Dendar said.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I think Spark
No.
and Pip would be
Roll
very familiar
poorly
with.
and submitted. That's
Oh my goodness. Aeris, I'm not sure if this might make it worse or not. Pip's able to move us if... Got it.
I'll say above the table, Pip, you can totally shove Aeris over the edge.
Okay.
no, not if she's like outwardly being like, no, I
She's
don't
gonna
want
say
that.
no to everything right now.
Mm.
She'll get over it.
Well then,
Get
still,
over it.
Anything y'all do to get her over this edge, I'm not gonna have her hold it against y'all, because
Alright.
she can't right
Don't forget, y'all have
I don't-
rope. You could all just tie each
Yeah.
other together and like start running. Aeris
Oh,
is coming
God.
with.
Spark and
Momentum.
Pip
we're
going to
kind
get
of
to that.
cleaning. Yeah, like tie each other
Nefira.
together, hold hands. Let's go.
Think we have enough rope to safety tie us all together?
Yeah, I know I do.
Alright.
We'll
And
hold hands and it'll be fine.
Yeah, Aeris doesn't protest if y'all tie her up, because
we just have to hope she doesn't freak out
Us
enough to
not
burn the
getting-
rope.
Oh, yeah.
True. But us sticking together as a group is definitely a good thing.
Yeah.
If we're falling, who knows where the wind could blow people.
So,
Mhm.
I guess table talk. Sai, how good is Nefira's survival?
Survival, I should have expertise, or at least
Ooh.
proficiency expertise. So yeah, I'm good.
Alright, so I guess Spark will guide Nefira as the two of them safety tie the gremlins up together.
Yeah,
Let's
do a
do
little
this.
chain link around the waist for everyone.
Yep, so add a d4 to your check.
That is plus
Alright, that might
7
modify
to a
better.
13.
Oh no, did you also roll a 7?
No, I said a plus 7 to a 13.
Mm,
Which, again, I'm so glad I'm a halfling because my first roll was a nat 1.
nice.
Did
We've
you
gone
add
for
the
halflings.
d4?
Not yet.
Big deal.
13 total on Spark.
Okay.
That's
Also,
another
reminder
one.
to people that have
Um,
inspiration. You have
okay.
inspiration.
What's 13 and 7? That's a dirty 20, and then a 1, so that's a 21.
Oh,
21?
Okay.
Okay. Also, Aeris, you have inspiration for killing everyone. From our one shot.
all right. We did
Yeah.
a battle royale off camera.
Yeah,
Eris won.
so you can have
Yeah.
inspiration. You killed all your friends. Now maybe you could save them with that later on.
Maybe. Yeah.
Listen, it was
It's
just a
not-
nightmare.
Yeah, it's not
Stark
technically
has-
even in canon, but it was fun.
Stark
and
just
why not?
woke up from his sleep with the
So-
feeling of,
There was a
man, I
weird
need to start
trap
preparing absorb
there.
elements.
Yeah. But okay, so 21 for Nefir, right?
Yes.
All right.
Mine's
So
rope.
quick, yeah. You're able to tie everyone together. You realize that you should probably tie Spark and Aeris on opposite sides because that gives more momentum and will further move Aeris if need be. With all of your weight going against.
The rightmost side, please.
Yeah, where is
Spark-
Pip next to Spark or is Pip next to Aeris?
Spark would
Depends on
prefer
if
to be
Aeris
next
wants to
to.
be next to Pip.
I was about to say, with talking order, Spark probably
Aeris
would
wants
suggest
Pip next to her.
him,
Okay.
Nefira, Aeris,
If he's the
Pip.
one that can make them
Fair.
not die from this, he's gonna be right next to her.
Okay, yeah, so
He's
Aeris.
on his left side, and no one is on
So
his right
it's
side.
okay. So it's Spark,
The Aeris is on the
Nefira,
edge, so Aeris has to
Aeris,
be on
Pip.
his right
Oh
side.
shoot!
Yeah, Spark, Nefira,
So do
Pip,
you want to
Aeris.
hold his
Ah.
his gnomish
Oh,
hand,
Pip,
or do you
Aeris,
want to hold
okay.
his snaky hand?
At this point, she's just gonna hold it.
A
whatever.
hand.
Yeah, like.
But yeah, you feel very confident in your knot work, that everyone is going to be safely tethered together.
and we're
That'll
holding
work.
hands
I hope
anyway.
it does work.
You're holding hands, yeah.
All right, so Pip will pace ourselves based off of your running speed.
All right, 25 feet a second.
Okay.
Well, 50
Around.
since
I'm not
dash.
Yeah.
very fast.
But yeah,
Listen, it's more holding back Nefira because Nefira
Nefira
can
would
move
sprint.
75 around if all she's doing is running.
I mean, if it's Spark and Aeris on the outside, then it's like when you're like a little kid and you're like swinging between your parents in the parking lot.
Yeah,
For both of us.
yeah.
Not to the
Yeah.
vibe.
But except Aeris isn't running.
No.
But yeah,
All right.
She will. We'll see.
all right, yeah. So, as Pip starts walking, does Aeris resist, or is Aeris at least walking in the direction?
Yeah, well, she's gonna try because she knows that she needs to do this, but she's definitely really scared. Could I roll a wisdom saving throw for her?
Yes, I think that would be a
Let
good
me
choice.
check the wording
Yeah.
on guidance because if
See how it
it
goes.
affects saves, Spark would.
I think it's just.
I think it's just checks,
but
but
it might be anything.
target
I think
Makes
it's
a roll,
ability
right?
check.
Yeah. So no, just yeah. Go ahead and give me that straight.
because she's within 10 feet of the edge. She's gonna roll with disadvantage.
Great.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 3 and a 5. So she
Frozen. Absolutely
starts
frozen.
trying, and then absolutely freezes up.
Yeah, probably about 10 feet away. You all are
You
still.
can see she's putting in an effort to move forward. Maybe not running, but at least like going at a pace.
Mhm.
then
And
she
yeah,
freezes up.
frozen. All right, what are y'all doing as Aeris kind of digs in her heels? The rest of you, I would say, I'm gonna need a strength check contested.
Great, incredible.
Versus Aeris.
Aeris.
So Aeris, you're
just
rolling
close
at
your eyes and run.
I'm rolling at disadvantage, so
you're rolling at disadvantage
Close your eyes and run.
and yeah.
And at 15 plus 0.
Hey.
13 total.
Okay. Wow, Pip is really digging in the heels there.
Pip's
Nefira?
pushing himself with the telekinetic hand.
is it a strength check?
A strength
got a
check.
2.
Yeah, Aeris got a 13.
I have a -1, so that's a dirty 1.
She got a 13.
All right. It is slow going. You all are having the worst game of tug of war right now because you're all attached to the rope. Pip and Spark are really digging in, trying to move people along. And Nefira is just like, you're not trying not to move, but like you just can't figure out the exact momentum to like assist, and you end up kind of jerking because you're in between Spark and Pip. You end up kind of like jerking them, and then they kind of lose momentum. But after about a minute, you all have made it to the edge. And Aeris, you are still digging in your heels.
I think it's even worse now. 'Cause
She's
they're at the
sweating
edge.
profusely, she's stressed as fuck.
Can Spark roll an insight check to see how much Aeris is gonna... Actually, I feel like passive insight, he's clocking she's not having a good time.
She's having the worst time.
Yeah, no, she's like, absolutely, you can just see she's like, she's terrified. I mean,
She's a light shade of pink now.
They're
So
like
pale.
400, 500,000, I don't know, they're thousands of feet above the ground, and she's afraid of heights that are like 15 feet or 10 feet. Like,
Yeah.
she wouldn't even climb trees. Like,
Yeah.
She's got vertigo right now.
yeah. Honestly, she could just pass out.
I was about to say,
That would be
check
good.
to see if she's just gonna faint.
Yeah, if you want to see if you want to do a wisdom,
what kind of wisdom
Listen,
again?
Yeah, I
this
think-
is better than
Would it be like con?
Wisdom
Spark's
save.
current plan.
no, because this is not your, it's
Oh,
your
she
mentalness
rolled
making you
better.
pass out.
That's a 16.
Yeah, I'd say you just you made the cutoff for it, so you're not gonna pass out. But you feel woozy for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, you all are on the edge. If Spark jumps, you're all going with. Let's be honest, because
Spark's
she's
going
so
to
heavy.
pause, look at the group, seeing Aeris in his state, and he's just gonna be like, sorry, he's going to move back, dig in, and just full sprint jump off the
Yeah.
edge. And I'm assuming Nefira and Pip pick up enough so they can try to piggyback off this.
Yeah. It's not hard to notice the armored man stepping back and sprinting off a cliff.
Yep, and he's gonna
Traditionally, we're
guidance
tied to
himself
him.
Yeah.
right as he jumps off the edge.
All right. Yeah, you're setting the direction, so.
He knows
kind-
where to aim.
I'm
Mhm.
kind of sad that Aeris did rolled pretty well on that one. What if she fainted off?
That would have been
That's
good.
how we fell.
That would have been fun.
Any check for that, Mads, or he's just going?
Let's do a. You could do a survival or nature check to kind of assess which direction to go.
The 25 perception doesn't carry over.
I would say roll. You can roll at advantage with that.
All right. Oh, hello.
Yep.
Sorry, I heard a beep from my headset, and I was like, "Did it die?" Give me a quick second to check its charge.
Oh, he's got that fancy.
That was the "I'm in red" noise.
yeah.
So hopefully, I have the charging cable by me. That looks right. So give me a second to set this up, and then I will roll that check at advantage.
And this is what it feels like as Aeris is on the edge, just waiting, stress. What's going to happen?
Yep, she's crying.
What's Aeris thinking
She's-
about right
she's
now?
Terrified. She can't. I think she's yeah, definitely like, yeah, she's horrified, terrified, crying, trying, I guess,
throwing up,
like,
crying,
you know how I say
screaming.
don't look down. She's like, yeah, she's probably looking down, and probably all of her concentration is like, we gotta go back. She's starting to backpedal a little bit, trying not to pass out, because she feels like she's about to pass out, and she's like, if anything, I don't want to just pass out over the edge.
Wake up, it's falling.
But yeah, not a lot of coherent thoughts, just terror.
Yeah.
With
Terror.
less, since I did also comment he tapped himself
Yeah.
before jumping off the edge, 22 total.
22.
That advantage was necessary since the first roll was a 3.
Nice. Yeah, and with that, Spark takes a few steps back, launches himself off the edge. Pip, Nefira, you follow suit, and Aeris, you get yanked along as you
Yeah, she
feel
definitely screams. She's
Yeah.
definitely screaming. She's not having a good time at all.
as you all are falling. You feel kind of like that your stomach come up as you feel the wind rush past you. You can see the red of the Avernus floor racing towards you. Pip,
Yes.
if I recall, you only have a minute for Featherfall, right?
It is.
Dark absolutely is clutching his holy symbol, by the way.
Yeah, it's a minute.
You, being a smart guy, know that you cannot cast Featherfall right now. You are going to have to wait. So you all are going to have to free fall for probably a good 10 seconds before you can cast Featherfall and risk falling again out of Featherfall. Which I guess you could always cast a second time, but yeah.
No, first level spell slots.
So yeah, go ahead and give me
Oh boy. Oh boy.
give me a
He can't help you
give
with
me
any
a-
checks.
So well.
Yep, give me a straight knowledge check as you are going to do some fucking math about when you
Intelligence?
do some math about how far from the ground you can be before you cast it.
It's a 15 plus 5. It's a dirty
30 20. Nice. Yeah, so you all are in free fall for about 10 to 12 seconds. Aeris, you're dying. That's it. You're dead.
Yeah, her eyes
That's
are
it.
closed. She's dead.
Yeah.
She's just, yeah.
This is how you go.
This
As
is the end.
yeah, you can't hear anything
All the
but the
gremlins go together. It's a true TPK.
yeah, as you can't hear anything beyond the rushing of wind past you. You can feel just how warm the air is.
Is Pip's hand getting warm?
Probably from your hand,
Yeah.
as you were holding so tightly, and you
Yeah.
are a little flamey right now. But yeah, after about those 12 seconds, Pip, you're able to cast Featherfall, and you all start to gently float instead of screaming towards the ground. You all are just slowly, kind of like sinking in water, but through the air. And you know that you'll be landing in approximately a minute. As you all look up, you see a few circling. You're not sure what they are, but they were circling, and you imagine that free falling was a good choice, because if you had slowly descended, they would have been on you very quickly, but they couldn't keep up with literal free falling speeds. So
Actually, how is Lulu just diving after
yeah,
us?
Lulu's
still?
fucking cruising. She's like a little bit above you all, as she can move. I think she's got like what
60 feet of
60
flight?
feet, yeah. So
Oh.
she's or like 120. She can
No,
cruise.
that's the telepathy range. Her move is no, her move is 120 fly. I'm sorry. I feel like this little holy fin can break the sound barrier.
Yeah, she can cruise. She you see she zoomed up to you and now is going below and kind of circling towards the ground to look and see what's there. Well, everyone else sees that. Aeris probably still has her eyes closed.
Yep, her
I
eyes
like
are
the idea
closed.
that like also like Vesper and Vendetta are probably just like flying around us.
Yeah. They
Hopefully,
Right.
Val's in a pocket dimension.
He is not. I was actually thinking about that just now, and I'm like, I can do up to 5 creatures.
Val's floating with you all as
She-
well.
yeah, she's not holding a hand. She is just simply alone. She's doing a little like flying squirrel kind of
Nice,
situation.
nice. But yeah, you all, after what feels like the longest minute, even for some of you who don't have a fear of heights, it was still a rush. And Nafira was like, "This was the fucking best thing ever." Yeah.
Adrenaline junkie.
But you, you finally managed to set down officially on Avernus. You feel this kind of dusty red soil beneath your feet. Aeris, you're back on solid ground.
Yeah, Aeris is lying on the ground. She's
Aeris
lying.
just collapses, just
Pretty
crumbles
much.
as
She's
soon as
just
she
on
hits the ground.
Yep.
Spark, head on swivels, trying to look around to see if they can give Aeris the half hour she's gonna need.
Yeah.
Again, light tap, bless, declaring before the roll as much as I can.
Yep.
I think she's never been so happy to be
Okay, so,
on solid ground.
Y'all, if
Ever.
I need to use Healed Word, you're in good hands. This D4's on fire tonight. Plus modifier, 21 total.
So as you look around, you see where you landed. It's near a kind of an offshoot of the river Styx. Not super close, but close enough. And you see that there's kind of a like bridge over it, for lack of a better term, dirt. And as you look around, you are realizing that's probably the way you want to go, is across that bridge and away from everything else further up the river. And you turn, and right as you turn, you look and see, kind of stepping out from one of the rocks, what looks to be a giant fiendish orc standing almost 9 feet tall, thick spines protruding from his knees and shoulders and elbows, a pair of horns that kind of wrap around his head like a bull. A wicked-looking greatsword is kind of slung over his shoulder as he's walking towards you all, and these 4 smaller demons that are basically like legs and teeth, that's it, kind of weave around him, and you hear he kind of like does a low guttural laugh, and he's like, well, look what fell out of the sky. And I need you all to roll initiative, and you are all currently tied together, and Aeris is prone, so...
Yeah. Aeris,
and I will pull up...
Like,
yeah. I would say you all definitely heard that. Spark sees who said it. Aeris does not, as she is on the ground.
I would say Spark's clearly facing him, so...
Yeah.
Pip and Nefira probably see Spark, see the direction, see the big orcish thing. Oh, that's good.
Should I do
I
a straight
got
roll for
an
initiative,
Not as
or
good.
am I still at disadvantage post-fall?
What does it... I think you're fine,
I
because
think
you're...
it's because I'm on the ground. I'm probably... The rules say, because I'm on the ground, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I'm not far away from a drop-off again.
So, y'all, good thing I mentioned that whole D4 Healed Word thing.
Alright.
Keep being good.
Yeah.
So you can move where your people are. I just put them there for visual when I was preparing. You can move where I guess you would all be kind of in a line, as according to your jump preference.
Probably Spark would be set up here. Oh my goodness, the HP's actually right.
That's why
Listen,
I was like checking it earlier. That's why I told everyone.
Mads, with how much trouble we've had with Spark's token in the past.
See, I didn't have any trouble. I just had to open your page and refresh it, and then it auto did everything. So,
Weird.
But yeah, with that, what is everyone's initiative? And feel free to move Aeris and Spark where they should be.
I hate that.
And the
I got
fear
a nat 1 about it, which means
Oh,
it
nice.
puts me at a 3.
All right, great.
Spark got a 21 total.
All right.
And
Aeris?
Lulu got a 9.
Okay.
Aeris didn't do great, but you know what? I think that makes sense. She got a 10.
Okay, so it's Aeris, Lulu. And
wait,
where is...
If we're in our line, Spark would probably be here then.
Mhm. And what did Nefira get?
18.
18.
Mads, where's the Lulu token?
Oh yeah, let me move it. Wait, hold on.
And are Lulu's other features that you told me about available yet?
They
or no?
are.
All
Which
right.
Lulu conveys to you as you land. She's like, she was about to talk like, I'm kind of, and then you all got rudely interrupted. But her other features are active. But I will get her token.
All right.
I put Lulu. Oh my god. Why is Lulu's token so massive? Where?
I do not see it, so...
No, it's the...
Oh!
She's grown. That's not true.
Lulu has returned to her original size.
Yeah. No, I want her to be a normal token size. There we are. I'll put her behind Spark. All right. And so with that, we have top of the round. It is... Fuck. Who's 21? Spark? Top of the round is Spark, with Nefira on deck.
Other kind of general question. How much space did we give each other? Since we did not talk about that before.
I would say about 5 feet. Let's keep it simple. You gave each other like 4 to 5 feet of slack in the rope, which is in between all of this, yeah.
Alright, so...
Y'all are lined up like you're about to do a little battalion charge.
Second level spell slot, upcast bless. Get everybody, hey, Pip's finally been blessed. It's been... I think the last time Pip was blessed when we fought the carrion crawlers.
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh.
Probably. It's probably been a while.
No, I remember you specifically not blessing him during that moment.
I'm sorry that when there's more targets, it's like,
I feel like that was the first time that you had blessed and he didn't get blessed, or the second time you had blessed and he didn't get blessed about it. But he did get blessed, I think, on the bridge.
And
last and first time.
But alright, Spark,
bonus action. Return his second level spell slot by absorbing a channel divinity. And for his movement,
you will have to cut yourself free, and that is an action to cut yourself free.
He is gonna move the 5 feet of slack he has between himself and Nefira.
Yeah. So if you want to free yourself, you must use an action to cut the rope. Alright. Anything else from Spark?
That's everything. Action, bonus action, and movement.
Great. Nefira, you're up.
I mean, we're not getting out of here until they're all dead anyway. I might as well just throw a dagger.
You can absolutely throw a dagger. Use my short bow. Yeah, either one.
And it's gonna be real mean if this orcish demon has a line ability.
Yeah. Alright. Which die? Let's use you.
Alright, who are you throwing at?
Ooh, who am I throwing at?
So also don't forget your dagger has, after 20 feet, it is at disadvantage. So these are all...
Oh.
You probably want to use your short bow.
Okay.
Because it's at disadvantage.
I have a question about that, actually.
Yeah.
Really quick. If it won't take too long. In the column where it says like range and it has the numbers and stuff, it's got the main number and then it's got like a little faded number in brackets next to it.
Basically 0 to that main number, your attacks are regular. That second number or that main number to that parentheses number, they're at disadvantage. Beyond that second number, you cannot do it. It's out of range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's like 20 and 60 is like the dagger range if you're looking at it. So up to 20, you can throw it fine. 20 to 60, it's at disadvantage. You can't throw a dagger past 60 feet.
Okay.
Also,
and
just
let's see, like,
again, bear in mind you're not getting sneak attack for any of these.
Yeah, not well.
No. No one is near. You are getting your, which means.
I'm near allies though, because I'm within a 5 feet of an ally.
The enemy has to be within range of you.
That's annoying.
No, but
okay.
Doesn't Nefira get advantage on this attack from assassinate?
They haven't gone yet.
I at least have
Good
advantage.
catch,
I would.
Good catch,
Yeah.
Tate.
So you get it this time, but if you don't move closer next time, you will not have. You will not have advantage.
I mean, presumably they're going to be moving closer to us, but
You'd assume. But yeah.
All right. I will
Or they could
fire
hear me out,
at
stay
Demon
over
B
there.
because it's the one right in front of me.
Demon
so,
B, go for it.
with my short bow. So that's I don't need advantage. That's a nat 20.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. Well, there goes
All
that
right,
demon.
there we go. All right, start adding it
All
up.
right. Let's see.
Have the kill count
And I
up.
don't get sneak attack. You said.
Can you read your feature,
Yeah,
your
'cause I
assassinate feature again? Out loud to me.
I'm finding it. Give me a second.
I was like, don't read it to yourself. I need it.
Okay. You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in the combat
Okay,
yet.
so you have
And-
sneak attack because you have advantage. That's required as the sneak attack
Oh.
condition. So you do have
cool.
sneak attack.
Oh, yay! Oh, yay! Okay. Yay! Let's see, it's still 3d6, right? We've been hopping levels lately with different characters. That's 3d6. Okay.
So yeah, a d6 for
Okay,
your
you're the
bow
one
and 3
who's-
more.
Taking the risky business of playing 3 different rogues.
This one. Okay. We've got a 4, a 6, and a 1.
15.
And plus
Yeah.
Doubled.
8 plus 6.
So
So 8 plus
33,
7.
right? 33 points of damage, I think. 15
think so.
doubled,
And
and
then
then
you
plus
added-
3.
yeah.
All right.
That
nice.
is a massive hit.
That is.
I love that.
And he's dead.
Alright, cool. These things have 30-ish hit points.
Arrow straight through the demon, and he just melts into pieces on the ground. I guess I could leave him. No, I'll take him out. All right.
That's 32.
Anything else from you, Nafir? That was your action, and you can move up 5 feet, or that's it, or yes.
Unfortunately, up because Spark is. You're not
Spark's setting
dragging
it.
Spark.
Nope.
And I can't use a bonus action to cut the rope.
Has to be an action.
Dang it. Okay.
You wanted to get a kill, you know?
Hey, I got a kill.
You did.
Ooh, I have to update my kill count. Let's see.
Breaking it all down, I'm gonna update the actual spreadsheet afterwards.
But yeah.
All right.
So with that, I believe unless you want to move toward left, I don't think you have any other things. You could take a bonus action dodge if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's do that.
All
That
right,
sounds
so
nice.
take note of that. And with that, that is Nafira's turn. All right, next up is the one who spoke in the beginning. He is going to... How far? 50?
Well, he has a lot of movement. I'm
Okay.
scared.
He does have quite a bit. What does it say? 50 to Spark, right?
Yeah, 50 to Spark.
Okay, he is going to move up to Spark, who is... Where was I here? Hold on. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about those demons that Nafira just attacked. Just killed, so he's not going to take any revenge on that. And he is going to take, let's see here, a bite attack and a great sword attack against Spark. Alright, the first one is the bite attack. That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Yes, hits.
Alright, and the second one is a 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Alright, so the first one is going to be Right. This is my
Right on Spark's
11 damage as he bites into Spark's shoulder and neck and like rips part of the armor.
He maintains bless.
And the second one is going the greatsword
Wait.
attack
Waste of a nat 20, but he maintained bless.
is going to be 14 points of damage as he takes this greatsword and cleaves down into Spark.
He just maintains bless.
And then he is going to shift down 5 more feet this way. All right,
Bro,
and
it's 55 feet of movement.
That is his turn.
Yeah. Also, just for D&D terms, yeah, Spark's starting to show hurt.
That is that demon's turn. Aeris, you are up. Lulu on deck. As
Okay,
you
so
are
Aeris
on
is
the
gonna-
ground, you see you
Yeah.
like have your head tilted. You see a dagger just or a arrow annihilate one of the demons, and then you see the large demon sprint towards Spark and just bite and cleave into him. There's probably blood all over Nefira of Sparks, as he is looking not good.
So
You're prone.
I saw that. Yeah, so she's gonna stand up. Take 50 feet of
Yeah,
movement to do
15
that.
feet of movement.
And then Nefira's attacks. I know that her short bow is not magic, but it looks like it was fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So she doesn't have her shield out, so she's gonna get out her longbow and see if she can pick off as many of those demons as she can.
Sweet.
that
Did
are
you?
at a
So you
distance.
stood, pulled out your longbow.
Yeah, I'm not
You're
gonna
still
take an action
tethered?
to equip my shield, and I'm not gonna take it. Yeah, I'm not gonna take an action to move.
All right.
Do the tethering yet.
Yep.
Cool. Actually, I'm gonna roll this dice. Shows a good idea. I haven't used my longbow in a long time. Where is it?
Remember,
Aha, there it
everyone
is.
has bless.
Oh, shoot. So that's 17 without bless. With bless, it's 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Sweet.
Which one are you aiming at?
I'm aiming at. We'll start with Demon A.
All
I
right.
think they're all within my longbow range because longbow range is.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
long.
fucking insane.
Yeah.
You could shoot across like the bridge.
So that's 10 points of damage to Demon A.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go again. Second attack. Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
That's 2 nat 20s out the gate. God damn.
And
Where's
charge
mine?
that tattoo.
Oh shoot, my
Please don't.
my tattoo doesn't do anything because it's for melee. But
Mm.
with my new
Ah.
feat, I get to roll 2d8s. So,
Hey.
okay.
Might drop this
I'm
demon.
gonna re-roll one of these. So I can also do that with my new feat. Let me quick math. That's 22 points of damage from that.
Is that doubled?
Yeah, I doubled it. I got
Nice.
a 3 into 6, which is 9, which is 18, which is plus 4 is 22.
Yes.
Yes.
The demon is still up, though it looks awful.
It's still up!
You can gather what its HP was then.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
One hit point.
It's at 1 hit
Okay,
point. It was
I feel
exactly
like-
33.
Oh god, because
for
I don't want them
Nefira.
to start swarming us while we're all together. So I think
Yeah, well,
I'll
you're all
actually-
tied together because none of
Yeah.
you have untied yourselves.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna action search now
All right.
and see if
Go
I can
for it.
pick more off. Oh, that's cocked. Okay. That is 25.
For A.
Yep.
Yep, that hits. Don't need to roll.
Oh.
As
well, I
he
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
is annihilated with that one arrow.
Okay, and then I'll take demons. Oh shoot, because demon sees farther, so we're less likely to be able to hit it because not a lot of people have range. But demon D could run up to us more and be a bigger threat. So I think I'll start with demon D because it's a bigger threat.
All right.
for my last attack. That's probably gonna hit. That's
What
something
you
I hit
doing?
with bless.
Measuring.
Mads is just checking out
26.
range.
I'm checking distance.
I know.
26.
26, that hits. There's like nothing a 26 doesn't hit.
I think a Trask?
Maybe. Like even an ancient dragon, a 26
Let me
hits.
just check the rules of my feat real quick for something.
Oh, I need combat music. We're not having combat.
Okay, yeah, it's for a turn. So that's only 6 points of damage to number
D.
number D. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Great.
So I believe I've calculated this correctly.
All right.
Yep.
All right. You end up firing. Was that 3 arrows?
4 arrows.
4
all
arrows
hit.
in rapid succession. As you
Yeah.
take out another demon, it kind of splitting apart, and with that, anything else from you, Aeris?
No. I was like, I have a bonus action, but I don't think there's anything I can really do with my bonus action. So
Not
I guess
currently.
I'm just chilling and grilling.
All right.
I actually will move, so I'm not standing right next to Pip because I do have 15 feet of movement.
You do not.
You have
You are
5
tied.
feet.
You did let me finish. I have 15 feet of movement, which is enough to move me 5 feet.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move. Let's see.
You
5
cannot
feet
move up. You can move,
back
like
front.
back front or down
Okay.
diagonal.
I guess I'll move.
Yeah.
I'll move. Wait.
No.
That is diagonal. Yes.
I was like, you could move in front of Pip. That would still technically be within the 5 feet range.
Okay. Sure. I'll move in front of Pip.
That's a
Cute.
squishy boy.
Yeah, cute. All right,
Hey,
How
Aeris.
does Pip feel
I
about
still
that?
see-
How does Pip feel about that?
Eris steps in front of Pip.
Like, hey, I can't see.
I mean, Pip can poke his head out between Aeris and Spark's legs.
Basically, yeah. All right, with that, Eris done. Lulu is up.
Would Lulu cut the rope between people with her action? Her tusks are
tusks do
considered
piercing.
magic weapon.
But her tusks do piercing, and I'm looking for slashing damage to that rope. Someone toss her a dagger. I don't
She
think
just
she could.
grabs
Yeah.
the dagger.
Little
Could she,
dags out of their hair.
could she, like, wrap her tusk around one of Nefira's bandolier daggers and just...
No, I don't think so. I'm gonna say no
Alright.
to that one. But she
I
is the only
tried.
one who is free to move currently. So she can do that.
Great.
Hold on. Mads, I am unable to move.
Oh fuck! Every time. Hold on. It's because I keep putting a new one down every time, so I have to do the. Anyone can move her. All right, there you go.
Alright. Old classic.
Classic.
Since I do not think she's going to use any of her new features or the unused old features.
Mm-hmm.
You know, given the proximity to the Blood War.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that first one was better, so what's her to hit mod? Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Alright. Which means he's gonna have a ton of HP. And the D6 has decided to swing the opposite direction as last time. 1 point of piercing damage.
Hell yeah. Good for
As her
him.
tusk just like...
Yep. Yeah, you can see she tries to stab into him, but he is got a thick hide, and he doesn't even kind of react to Lulu, kind of buzzing around and stabbing him. Anything else from Lulu?
Ah, that's her turn.
All right.
He couldn't help free anyone, and she wants to help this fight
Yeah.
end soon.
All
Oh, boy.
right. So this can move. This one is going to move here. Oh my god. No, it's not, apparently. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's gonna wait.
Alright.
Actually, it's not that smart. Fuck. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20. It's going to use its action to move. And then this one is going to do the same. Actually, it's going to move up here using its action. That is their turns. Pip, you're up.
Cool.
It's a mystery.
It is a question mark. What's happening here?
What's going on? I do.
We all clumped up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I do want to use. Actually, now things have changed because I was gonna do this at range. Okay. Yeah. Can I squeeze into here?
Yep, that's allowed. You are still tethered. Everyone wants to be tied together for this fight. If only I gave myself ranged. I should have fucking done that.
Listen, action economy.
I know.
And also, since I am engaging with somebody, they get advantage on their next attack against me. And I'm going. Which is the one that has 1 hit point left?
None. Aeris took that one out.
Oh, okay,
both of
sick,
these.
good.
One of them has been hit a little bit.
Okay.
D has an arrow in it.
Okay. So yeah. First of all, bonus action hex.
Okay.
Which means I get an extra.
Who are you
1d6.
hexing?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm feeling. You know what? I don't want to potentially. It's not gonna happen, but I'm gonna do D because it's the one furthest away from Aeris.
Okay.
And she can have her own moment. So yeah.
There's your little hex modifier.
And then shocking grasp.
All right.
Just a spell attack. Actually, I'm gonna use my cool new. Where are they? My cool new magic golden plaque dice from Tate.
Ooh, fancy, fancy.
And that's a 15 plus 9.
Yes.
24.
Yeah.
I would say yes. Have you all haven't rolled like below fucking like 18.
So yeah, that's 2d8 lightning plus that other I'm gonna do in a second. Where are my d8s? Here they are. So 7 and a 6 is 13.
Nice.
Plus, where'd hex go? 1d6 is a 4. So what was that? 13 and 4 is 19 points of damage.
And this was
And
on
then-
D, right?
This is on D.
All right.
And then nope, it's not a bonus action. Can it make a dex save for me, please?
Yes.
Can I use my tattoo?
I rolled a nat 20.
No.
Real exciting. I only roll fucking nat 20s on the saves against Pip. Pip fucking shit.
What dice did you use?
This little poisony guy. Not yours. I did roll yours for initiative.
Wait, I would put the call up right now.
Spark sees the snake tattoo try to come out of the periphery of his eye, and he gets worried.
But yeah.
And so that's all I have. That's all of my stuff.
Wonderful. And with that, we go to the top of the round. And as you all are fighting, oh wait. Just kidding. It is Spark's turn. You all are still tethered together.
20.
Yeah. You all are still tethered together, but it is Spark's turn at 21.
This guy looks pretty fiendish, right?
Yes.
Alright, cool. You probably have an idea of why I asked that question. Yeah, we need to be quick about this. All right. So first attack at advantage. That's probably gonna hit, but let's fish for the crit. No crit. Let's roll the bless anyway. 3. 21 up to higher.
Yes, that hits.
First level Divine Smite. Does he get the Fiend tag?
He does, yes.
Alright. He's also going to put a Nature's Kiss Dusty Bolt on this, so DC 13 con save, or else he is blinded.
I rolled another nat 20 on my save.
You know what? Better on the saves than the attacks.
No, it's not, Spark, Stu. I want to have some fun
Matt, you just
too.
wish that those 2 nat 20s were crits against Aeris?
I do. I use 2 different dice too.
Alright, hold on. Now time for the fun of doing math. My first set of dice did not roll too well. Yeah, I rolled sub half for my the first 2 of 5 dice, so yikes. Thank you, dice, for hearing me complain and actually doing something good about it. Okay, and what does he add from the weapon? That's under actions, not equipment. 27 points of bludgeoning radiant damage combination.
Awesome. Yeah, you crack into this demon, and as you do, you see his kind of brow furrow in anger, and he's going to make a response back against you at advantage with his greatsword.
Reaction.
Yep, with his greatsword.
Oh, this is gonna stink.
All right. Holy shit. These 2 dice are the dice that I rolled a nat 20 on and a nat 20 on. I just rolled a 15 and a 15.
Oh.
It's still probably gonna hit, I imagine.
15 plus 7, so above 22.
That hits.
Yeah. So that is going to be 2d6. 10 points of damage as he slashes into you with the greatsword.
Hey, y'all, Spark is bloodied. But he luckily maintains bless.
Alright.
Alright, that's his first attack. Alright, second attack at advantage. Okay, that's probably gonna hit, but let's fish for... That's better, but not a crit. 16 plus 20 plus 28 total.
28 damage total?
No, that's
to hit. Yes.
He's just...
Y'all, anything above a 20 is just a go, okay? We're not facing dragons, like...
We are facing dragons. We're imagining the dragons.
How well is he looking currently?
Fine. Are you gonna do another smite, or are you gonna hold off?
I'm weighing it because it's only the start of the day.
It's literally only the top of the fucking round of 2.
Yeah, but also Spark's below half, so I'm weighing where his priorities are.
That's valid.
Did he receive a healing potion?
Not recently, so if you don't have one, you've probably used it.
Yeah.
You got the healer's kits recently.
Right. We distributed healer's kits. Nope. Okay, he's probably just still gonna have this as a straight D6.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make me regret this. I regretted it. I rolled a 1 on the dice,
oh, no.
so...
Saying things before you roll because
I
then the
know.
opposite happens. What's the
So,
second time
6
this happens?
bludgeoning damage from the
Alright.
second weaker hit.
Okay. As you...
That's his turn. He's not gonna bonus action anything yet.
Okay. And with that, it is now top of the round. You see climbing out of that crater another one of these little fuckers who heard some tasty combat happening. And this is going to be E. As it joins the battle. And I will roll its initiative. All right. It is E. And that is all for now, as it is not its turn. But with that, it is Nefira's turn. Nefira is up.
Ooh, okay.
You currently cannot hit. You can hit
Well-
E, but the others are too blocked, and unless you cut yourself free, you cannot get into a position where you can attack with your bow. Or
I was about
daggers.
to say,
Oh, I guess
couldn't
you
Nefira
could.
move there and get within stabbing range?
Yes, because Nefira is tethered to Spark and Pip.
Oh.
So you could move down. Yeah.
Okay.
This
I'll
has
do
got to
that
keep
then,
it.
and
I'm gonna hold on. Can I draw a little line? I want to draw a little fucking line connected.
I
y'all.
mean, I'm keeping track of
This
who's
is
tethered to
literal Connect 4, guys.
Yeah. All right.
okay, so I
No,
guess
I'm
I'm
bad at this game.
who.
doing the demon instead of.
I don't
Okay.
like how that looks. Yes, so you can attack the demon,
Cool.
the
I can
orcish
attack
demon.
Yay. Let's see, what can I... I'm gonna stab it with my magic dagger is what I'm gonna do.
Go for it.
And do I don't get sneak attack, do I?
You get sneak attack. You don't get advantage though.
Okay, that's fine. I get sneak attack. That's
Yeah.
what matters here.
You have
Alright,
several allies within melee of the guy you're hitting.
Yeah.
okay. Oh, which die?
And remember, you are blessed,
Just do it a while. Oh, yay.
so you get a D4.
Okay, so that is a +7 to a 13. That is a
That's fine.
dirty 20.
Don't even worry about rolling the bless. Yeah, just go for it with your dagger.
I'm so happy. Okay, I was like, oh no, it's a 13. I'm not gonna hit. And then, oh wait, it's a +7. I'm good.
Magic weapons.
Mm-hmm.
D4 and 3d6.
Sorry, my brain's mad. Are you familiar with at least what happens on Acheron when you knock someone out?
No.
It's
so well.
nasty. And my brain just remembered that feature. You get half your max hit points as temp HP, and you roll a whiz save or you get infected with bloodlust.
Oh god. All right. What is it, Nefira?
I rolled really well. I'm very happy. So
Thank goodness.
for the D4, that's a 4
4
plus
Got it.
4, so that's 8
Yep.
initial damage. And then my 3d6 sneak attack is 14.
So 8 plus
Nice.
14. 22 damage.
So, yep.
Very nice.
That was almost as much as the crit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you take your dagger and get like right above the hip bone, doing a lot of damage to this creature. Anything else for your turn?
Is there anything else I can do?
Bonus action. You could again dodge. That's about it.
Alright, yeah. I shall dodge.
All right. And with that, it is Demon E's turn. It is going to scuttle straight to, or not, scuttle straight towards 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, straight towards Pip.
Great. I love it.
Pip looks tiny and tasty, and it is going to, let me double check. Actions. It is going to do something called
Great. I love it.
the disgorge, as it is going to
Oh.
throw up everything in its stomach at you all. I need everyone who is within this to, which is every single
Everyone.
one of you, to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Remember,
Aeris is
y'all,
next.
you have bless. That works on this too.
Oh, yay.
No.
And that works on this too. No.
I rolled a 2 on the dice. I don't think anything's getting him
Anything
into
can
save
save
range.
you.
Eris
All right.
got a dirty 20.
Eris is fine.
Okay.
I got 7 total.
Okay. Nefira?
I'm doing math and rolling my d4.
The boys did not do well.
The boys
Okay.
did not do well.
Okay. Let's see.
And the thing about
6
that 5 that I rolled is that it kind of
plus-
like teetered on the 15, then went back to a 5, and I'm like, great.
16.
A 16. So all 3 of you take 11 points of acid damage and fall prone.
Uncanny dodge.
Whoa.
You can uncanny dodge that. So that is
I
going
don't-
to
And didn't I also do the dodge?
this is a save, it's not an attack.
Okay.
So it's
Wait,
only
hold on.
against
Wait,
that.
Matt, you said it was a dex save?
Yeah.
I think dodge gives you advantage on dex saves.
Does it?
When you disadvantage on attacks against you, and when you make a dexterity save and throw, you have advantage.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, so roll, see if you can
Yeah.
get higher. Otherwise, 11 points
Hey,
of acid
I
damage
did,
to
I
you,
did,
Spark.
Do you have
I rolled a
elements it?
And
So-
Pip.
Bless is still up.
15 plus 6.
Yes,
and
but,
you're
what-
fine.
do I reroll the bless?
You're fine. 15 plus
Oh,
6 is
okay.
high enough. So
Okay.
no damage to Nefira and Aeris. Pip, 11. Yes, high. Yes. Pip.
Absorb elements, please.
For acid.
Acid, yes. Yeah,
Okay.
I just looked. It applies to acid as well.
Great. You can use your reaction to absorb elements, so that is going to be 6 points of damage to you, Pip, instead.
Okay.
Hey, y'all, real bad news.
What?
Spark's on the ground.
No.
He's still conscious,
He's
but
conscious,
he's
but he's
prone.
prone.
Oh, that's right.
But-
But you know
But,
whose turn is next?
And
oh god.
do you know what prone gives to
Mhm.
attackers?
Mm-hmm.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I don't like that. No. Bad.
I feel
No.
it's very thematic that the first combat on the actual ground of Avernus, Spark
Is-
gets rinsed.
Oh my god.
So
Hey,
Okay.
Matt, please roll poorly.
well,
Please.
he is going to take a bite at Nefira, as Nefira just attacked him, and he has plans. So that is going to be
At disadvantage.
doesn't matter. I rolled a nat 1.
Ooh.
So
Yay.
that is his bite, and then he's going to swing the greatsword at Spark.
At advantage.
Oh, does that disgorge thing count for me having to roll concentration about?
Yes, you have to get above a 10 on your con save.
I got 14.
You're fine. That is probably going to miss with a 19.
Just misses the Spark, panically shield up. Boom!
Yeah. As
Oh, my
he,
shield bent in a way it shouldn't have.
as he does that, and that is going to be his turn. Aeris, you're up. Lulu on deck. As Aeris, things are going very poor to the south of you,
Oh my god.
and you are
Aeris
still
can't
tied,
move.
and you cannot move.
Oh shoot.
Also, it's a very good thing that Nefira is the one tied to Spark, because Spark on the ground could have pulled Nefira down if she was actually like Aeris's height. It would have
Oh my
been
God.
not good.
Yeah. Shoot. I think like the best move right now is to oh. Yeah, because it would take my whole action to untie myself, and so like, yeah, but I feel okay. Yeah, I'm gonna attack him and see. I don't
Mads,
think there's anything
Yeah.
there.
question with, since this was just a thing I realized Nefira could possibly do. Would the offhand bonus action attack also work for cutting the rope?
No, it's
Or is
not
it an action because it's a thick rope?
It's an action because of the action economy.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So yeah, it has to be it has to be your action.
Is Bless still up?
Yes.
Spark
Spark
goes down.
Yeah, Spark's been maintaining concentration at least one round because of the bless.
Oh shoot! I shouldn't have rolled that dice. Hopefully there is.
I saw the 7 on the dice and I was like, oh no, and I saw a 3 on the d4 and I'm just like,
Mm.
Thank you.
Does an 11 hit?
No. I don't know who you're hitting, but no. Pip?
Oh,
No.
Okay, well, a second attack.
Alright.
Oh my god. I feel like I used all my good rolls. 15. 15
A
hit?
15 does hit.
Thank God. Okay, I was worried there for a whole second. That's 12 points of
To who?
piercing damage to Demon C.
Alright. As you stab into him with your rapier, anything else from you, Aeris?
Nope, that's my action.
Alright.
Wait, sorry, I'm trying to see if there is a 5-foot direction I can move that would be advantageous. I don't think so.
No.
So I will just stand here,
Alright.
feeling stressed.
Alright, fantastic. Lulu, the only one who can move around this battlefield. What's she doing?
How close to dead does Demon D look?
He doesn't. Maybe bloody. Maybe.
Can she hold her action so that between Spark and Nefira's turn, she moves to give Nefira flank in for her attack?
You can't hold movement.
Ah.
You can hold an action or bonus action, but you have to move on what is your turn. Unless you
give Pip.
Unless you use like your action to dash, but then you would only have whatever bonus action. It's a bit different for rogues because they can dash as a bonus action, but
sure, that's kind of the intent, to hold the dash action. Since
does she just want to give advantage then? But
yeah.
it's just by presence? Then yeah, that's fine. She can dash as her action.
Yeah, that's her intent. Sorry, Pip, she's not risking opportunity attacks. And there is no way to get to you without risking at least one.
Yeah. Alright.
Actually, no, sorry. Seeing the hits he's taken, she'd probably move to get within touch range and give Spark protection from good and evil, expending one of her 2 first-level spell slots.
Very nice.
And then move to give Nefira flanking, because she's like, no, Nefira needs it more.
Does she incur... I can't remember if she incurs opportunity attacks, because if she does, moving away from Demon D will...
She does, yeah, and she would be aware of that, so...
She could have moved on the other side.
Oh, wait, yeah, she could have hypothetically moved here instead from her initial position, so we'll say that. She has better map awareness than I did in that moment.
Yeah.
Move there to get within touch of Spark, then swaying around here to give Nefira flanking.
Cool. And Spark, as you see, she kind of reaches out her tusk and, like, pats your leg, or tusk, was that? Nose,
the
trunk. You hear in your head, I've remembered something more. As she touches and casts what is something new, protection from good and evil. That is Lulu's turn. It is now fuck it, I'll call them their names. Maw, Demon, C, and D. Alright. So, C is going to do the same thing. I need everyone, aka I'm pretty sure that is Aeris and Pip, to give me a dexterity saving throw, as it also throws up its lunch.
These things are nasty.
I don't know why I'm looking at my modifier, but I am. It's a 19.
That, okay, you save. Aeris?
I'm so upset. I just rolled a different dice. They were all rolling well, and it's just gone downhill. Sorry, let me get the dex save up. I think I fail it. I think I got like a 7. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I have bless, but I think it still fails. 11.
Yeah. Fails.
Yeah.
As you take 11 points of acid damage.
Oh. Yeah, I don't have absorb elements. That's.
Mads, I'm using our Discord DMs to track Lulu's spell slot usage.
Okay. And then Demon D is going to do that as well, which includes Pip again and Spark. Spark, I believe you make this
It's a disadvantage
a
since he's
disadvantage because you're prone. And does protection from good and evil protect you from their, like,
I don't think it
saves? I
protects
don't think
him
so.
from effects.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think it's just being targeted for attacks. Let me double check the wording. It's only first level, so there is a high enough chance that this is going to be bad. Until spend protection, several benefits. The disadvantage on attack rolls. Targets can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed. If the target is already, its effect ends. Oh, nope. I saw the advantage on new save. Wait, it's advantage on saves to end the effect if they're currently under it. Alright, oh, wait. You said it's a dex save, though.
It's at disadvantage because you're prone, I'm pretty sure.
I was about
Or
to say.
you auto-fail. I can't remember.
I think, I'm more remembering Spark's bracelet thing. It doesn't specify where in the account action economy it is to use it. I would say a reaction's probably fair.
Yeah.
But he's used his reaction for Nature's Kiss this round, so nope, still disadvantage.
Yep. And so
I tried.
Pip, what did you get?
19.
No, did you a second time, Pip?
Second time.
A second
Sorry.
time. There's 2 attacking you. Or two of
11
them
plus
spitting
2
up.
is 13.
Fail. You take 11 points of acid damage.
Does a 12 do it?
Fail. You take 11 points of acid damage.
And Spark's unconscious.
As he is laying in this puddle of acid. Luckily, the acid doesn't seem to linger as it seeps into the ground.
Unfortunately, Bless is no longer effective.
And with that, you hear Spark as he's on the ground, already having. So Pip is prone as well.
Tate brings up a good point. This is the same round as as Pip using his reaction for absorb elements, right? Or is that the previous round?
No, it's this round.
So
Pip's
the demon came in, used it, and then it's been a couple people. And
I think absorb element like shield lasts for until the top of your turn.
Let's see here.
Until it's part of your next turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
right.
you would take it as resistant.
So that is 6 again. Instead of 11. Look at that. And with that, you all, Nefira, you are tethered to Spark, who has already been down on the ground, and you see as this acid splashes over him, and he kind of screams out in pain. You see him fall unconscious in front of you. And with that, C and D, it is Pip's turn. As Pip, you look over and Spark is unconscious next to you.
Who has the healer kits again?
Not Pip, because everyone said don't give it to Pip.
Yeah, everyone said don't give it to Pip.
Just
right.
We
can't be
have the
trusted
healer's
with
kit.
things.
That is not what I said.
He's not
It's-
capable.
That is not
It's
what
more we assumed.
Is that what you
Pip
didn't say, or
wouldn't
is that
be-
just what you implied?
Okay, my reasoning, my logic. Okay,
Pip should
Nefira
be
can
at
bonus
range.
action disengage. Sorry, Pip. Nefira can bonus action disengage and get around very quickly. So that was my theory. If Nefira is somewhere else,
Also, Pip, I need you to make another Constitution saving
I just
throw.
did. Yeah.
Remember, no bless.
Passed the first one, failed the second with a 4 plus 2. So Hex is down.
All right, Hex is off. So Pip,
And
it is your turn. What are you doing?
you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing.
All right.
I'm gonna do the Hex again.
Who are you hexing?
Same guy.
Okay.
Demon D, please.
Hex is back.
Hex is back. And then Shocking Grasp without it.
Shocking grasp. Go for it.
Yep. That is an 18 plus 9.
I would say yes. I concur.
And then, where'd you go? So that is another 2d8. Which is a 5 and a 1, which is 6. Plus that d6 is a 5, it's 11 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, okay.
As as snakes kind of start to roil over, a shadowy snake roils over this demon as it's hexed, and Pip reaches out with a hand. Yeah, what are you doing?
Just reaching out. Dude, I don't even get to use my tattoo about it. Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much that. Reaches out, does a little shock about it. As snakes are there and present in
Yeah.
the situation.
As Pip reaches out, kind of grabs onto like one of the legs of this creature and shocking grasps it as it kind of steams and smokes. You see that the snakes that like shadowy snake that was like crawling over the creature's body, it vanishes into the ground, and Pip, you can move your hex to another creature as this one has dropped to 0. Who are you moving the hex to?
E.
As you see it slides under Pip and starts to roil around Demon E.
Sick. Okay.
All right. Anything else from you, Pip?
I can't do anything else. I would love to make an attack and use my tattoo, but I can't do that.
All right.
So, yeah. Whenever you said that like smoke comes up from the striking grasp, right?
Yeah, just like it's burning it away. Yeah.
Can it like come up and kind of like dissolve as like little snakes?
Sure. Absolutely. Really lean into that snake thing.
I want all of the snake imagery, please.
Yeah. As it
It
looks
only
like
has
snakes.
one level in Warlock. Everyone
he's
else,
going
you
home.
sure about that?
It's very like subtle, but if you know, you know.
Yeah, they look kind of like, wisps, but they curl and maneuver and slither up into the sky. With that, that is Pip's turn. Spark, I need that death saving throw.
I forgot.
A spark dies as soon as they hit Avernus.
Eh,
He's too holy. He's too holy to be here
I-
right now.
Wait, laugh, cry, because that is thematically on the nose.
Mm-hmm. All right, Spark.
Can't die whenever I just reached double digits in my kill count. I can't celebrate if my friend is dead.
That is one failure.
All right.
Wait,
A 10?
no. I'm going to burn Birthday Inspiration to get advantage on this.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, dice roller coaster! That 20.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Inspiration.
That's birthday inspiration well spent.
All right, Spark,
mom right
your
now.
eyes shoot back open as this acid is burning your face. You are at 1 hit point, and you can stand, and you can take your full turn at 1 hit point.
Yep, let me just make sure it's actually showing correct.
Can I was gonna be like, yo, yeah, can I use my movement to stand up and prone?
Oh yes, you can.
Sweet.
Sorry, y'all, for potentially the rest of the adventuring day, but Spark's dumping most of his lay on hands on himself.
That's okay.
Fair.
Go for it. Go for it.
As he is panicking over,
Mhm.
oh wow. So that's what's being knocked unconscious feels like.
Yeah.
That
are
is his
you standing as
action.
well?
Oh yeah, stands with half his movement. He can't really move anywhere, not that he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't do anything with his bonus action. Thank you, birthday inspiration.
Yeah, seriously. Well, Nefira, as you were panicking, about to go rummage through your pack, I'm sure, and get the healer's kit, you see Spark's eyes open, still covered in acid and burnt flesh, but he kind of jumps up, looking horrible, but does lay on hands, and it looks like he's okay. Not looking great, but definitely not dead like he was 5 seconds ago. And with that, it is Nefira's turn.
Oh gosh, okay, thank goodness. She's gonna...
The emotional roller coaster there, Dice.
Yeah. Just breathe out a quick, holy shit, oh thank fuck. And then...
I love it.
Thank you.
Alright, and what is Nefira doing then?
I'm not sure which one I want to stab.
Well, keep in mind, one of them hurts really bad when they connect.
And you have advantage with the orcish
right.
demon.
Ooh, I shall do that then.
Alright,
Okay.
go for it.
I'm stabbing the orcish demon.
And on,
Oh.
okay, it is showing the correct amount even if it's not doing the bar, right?
It's 21, right? Is what you have?
Yep.
I have advantage? I need that advantage. And much better. Okay. That is +7 to a 13. Nope, that's an 18.
Yep, that hits.
Yeah, that's an 18. Okay. So let's
Please roll
see.
well.
Okay, let's go. D4. That's a 3. +4. Alright. And now for the 3d6. Please, please, please.
You said it was a 3 and a 4? Like a 3 and then +4?
Yes.
Okay, so 7.
Alright, we've got a 3, a 2, and a 5. So 10.
17.
10.
Yes.
17 points of damage. Very nice. Yeah, you go and stab into this demon, hoping to take his attention off you. This is your turn, which means dodge has run out, correct? Which means that he is going to
This would be a
retaliate
straight
with advantage because that
because
is
of the.
what he gets
Well,
with Unbridled Fury, making
luckily-
this a 22 to hit.
Luckily, Nefira has
Uncanny
something-
dodge.
Mm-hmm.
we can do to mitigate damage.
So yeah, he's going to swipe at you with a greatsword. That is going to be 12 points of damage that you can have to 6.
Okay. Got down to 6. That's good. That's good. All right.
All right, and anything, and so that was your action. Are you going to bonus action dodge again?
I'm debating if I want to do that or if it would be possible to bonus action stab him again with my offhand.
Yes, you don't have, we haven't finalized the feat yet, right? So you just get,
It would just be the D4.
it's just the D4. But yes, you can do that. And no sneak attack.
Okay. And, okay, if I
But
do
roll the
this,
hit.
he doesn't...
At advantage.
Oh, I do have advantage?
You have advantage
still
still, but
flanking.
you don't get
Okay.
you don't get sneak
Yeah.
attack twice in one round.
I guess my question is, will this incur another, like...
Above table,
reaction attack?
above table, no, because he used his reaction. But you, as Nefira, technically don't know if
Don't know that,
what he
okay.
can do. But yeah,
No, Nefira will do that. Just a bump
Yeah.
table attack, like...
I don't want to. All right. Attack her again. I have advantage. Thank God. Oh, talk about whiplash. First one, a 1. I got to reroll that. 20.
No
That is a
20s are
nat 20.
going tonight. All right, go ahead and roll that dice and double it.
Somehow, none against Tate's.
Somehow, it's because the weak monsters are over by
You're
Tate
not
right
really
now.
going for me.
I'm
That's
not.
the first. That's 8.
Give me a
8.
break.
Very nice. So 16. Because it's a. What did you roll a d4 on the 4?
I rolled the D4.
Did you roll a 4 on the d4?
Yes.
So that's
it's a
8
double
plus
is an 8.
another 4 because you still need to add
Oh.
your damage die.
I thought I didn't get to do
Oh
that.
no, that's right. You don't because this is. So yes, just 8.
Yeah.
So I need to let one of the cats in, so mark that on your bingo cards.
All right, and with that is Nefira's turn. And now it is the Demon E is going to roll for if he gets back his throwing up his lunch. That's cocked. I believe he does. He does not. Wow, I rolled the wrong thing. He does. So Demon
no.
4 is going to do again, which means I need dexterity saving throws from everyone.
This time, Spark has his reaction, so he's going to use the bracelet to get advantage on
All right,
this.
go for it. And I believe Pip is prone.
I thought,
Is Pip prone or no?
He is now.
yes, since he did
Yeah,
fail.
what about it?
Oh, he is now. Okay.
Yeah, he rolled an out 1.
Great. 11 points of.
If you're prone, it's disadvantage, right?
Yes.
I don't think I could roll. Oh, I actually rolled a lot better. But it's
What are the
still
chances?
bad.
I am gonna do another.
What'd you get? Another nat 20?
I got another nat 20.
21
It's a different
total.
die. It's a different die.
There.
All right, so
21
that
totals.
is
That was a 12.
Spark and Nefira are okay. Pip and Aeris, you fail. Back prone. I believe for both of you, the full 11 points of damage, unless Pip is
That's
going to
rough.
use his reaction
Yes.
to cast Absorb Elements.
Yes.
All right. So that is 6 points of damage to Pip instead.
You're doing so well at the top of
But
the
you are
combat.
still prone. And,
He's still alive.
you know?
That's what matters.
If I didn't have absorb elements, he'd be out.
All right. With that, it is now the Orcish Demon's turn, who is going to incur a opportunity attack from Lulu, as you will, and is going to make 2 attacks against Nefira, both the bite and
Single digits.
single digits from Lulu. She misses. At advantage, and this is not negated because you decide to take your chances and stab him with a. So first
And
one.
Nefira already used her reaction for the round.
Yep. First one is going to be the bite attack. That is going to be a 24 to hit. And the second one is going to be this greatsword is a 19 to hit. So the total damage 19 points of damage between the bite and the greatsword as this 9-foot tall demon looming
Uncanny dodge?
over. You cannot. You already used your reaction to uncanny dodge. Looming over you, bites basically like half of Nefira's body, like shakes her a little bit, drops her, and slashes through with the greatsword.
Oh.
How's Nefira looking?
Oh, bad.
Okay.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt.
How's
a lot.
the Orcish demon looking, by the way?
He's bloody, but
Oh, boy.
and with that, he's noticed that you are tethered, and he's going to move here. As you used your reaction already, you cannot make an attack. Spark.
Yep. But he needed that to make the save.
Yeah. And with that, that's where he will stay. That is his turn. Aeris, you're up. Lulu is on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can take care of Demon C.
Alright, go for it.
Probably not. First one's a 10.
Misses. So you go to stab. You're kind of sliding around in this wet, muddy, acid-filled, as there's been just
I
a
did
bunch
stand
of
up, by the
acid.
way.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah.
There's just acid all over the ground. It's seeping into this and making it just a mud pit that you are all trouncing about in. There's Spark's blood in there. There's honestly everyone's blood at this point pooling.
God. Okay, this one probably hits. Dirty 20.
That hits.
Okay. Reroll that. That's 11 points of damage into that one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Nice.
That's
He's
it.
still up.
Yep, I know. There's nothing I can really do about that. I am gonna second wind though.
All right.
Before my turn is up. And I rolled really bad on the dice, but I get
Oof.
some amount of hit points back. Yeah, and that's everything I can do for my turn. I do need to go to the bathroom. I
too.
can peace out though if y'all want to keep going.
Yeah, go ahead and run to the bathroom because it's Lulu up, and then I will wait before I do anything after. So yeah, Spark, Lulu's moving, getting advantage. Yeah, go for
Yep.
it. Is Lulu gonna fucking kill steal while Tate is in the bathroom?
Potentially.
Can I run as well?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know why my dice are feeling like this tonight.
Is it a nat 20?
Yes!
Oh my god.
I think Lulu is getting a kill steal.
Wow.
Nice. Nice.
Alright.
Maybe.
1d6.
Depends how she rolls.
3 doubled to 6.
Nope, she did not kill steal. But she did do some more damage.
I'm trying to think. She'll probably finish her movement to allow Pip advantage.
Okay, fantastic. And C's turn, I need to roll to see if he gets his... That's not the fucking thing. He does not. So he is going to take a bite at Aeris. Not at an advantage or
You can
anything.
certainly try. No. Unless he's got an ability.
Or does he want to eat Pip? Actually, I think he's going to move and eat Pip.
Not sure. I don't think
Alright,
Aeris looks
attack
very
from
edible.
Lulu.
I don't get to land. Which one is it?
C.
Oh.
Hold on. Moved out of Lulu's range, but that might not hit.
Do you have mage armor on today?
I do not have mage armor on today.
Does Pip ever?
Pip.
Yeah.
Mads, does a 14 hit?
I
I didn't expect
A
to be going
14
in combat
does not
immediately.
hit.
Sorry.
Then, nope, Lulu whiffs.
Okay. Then this is going to run up to Pip, take 2 attacks. That is a 18 plus 4 for a 22.
Yeah.
All right.
That's 10 plus his AC.
So he's gonna just do a little bite, a little nibble.
Mads could potentially roll low on damage.
I
It's a little
could.
snack.
I did roll really awful. That is going to be 10 points of piercing damage. As he, you see, it's just legs and a giant mouth, and it just comes up and bites into you, Pip. And that is that creature's turn. It is now Pip's turn.
Oh, incredible.
Which
Well-
you... Oh, fuck. I had double advantage on Pip. I didn't even have to move, because Pip was prone, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
He's still prone. So I'm gonna use my movement, stand up,
Yep.
and actually I should. It's a 16 for the concentration.
Mm-hmm. You're fine.
So Hex is still good. We're still
Yep.
Hex. We're not prone. Everything's fine. So since E is Hex, I don't want to be boring about it, but like I don't.
You
have
could also
many
kill
melee
steal from
spells.
Aeris if you want to start
I
some
could-
drama.
have-
Demon
do you
C
have
is looking pretty
anything
bad, so.
That multi-targets?
Oh, I do, but I'm like in super melee right now.
Okay.
So,
Super
like,
melee.
I don't.
But
like-
Magic Missile gets annoyed by being in melee?
It's-
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's the same as like range where it's like disadvantage, right?
Except there's no
Magic
save
missile
to
just
magic
hits.
missile. It just hits, yeah. So
That's part of why Shield was added to E, because people were getting annoyed at Magic Missile spam.
yeah, I guess you could use magic missile at without disadvantage because you're not rolling to attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But-
then let's do that. I mean, I do really want to use that.
I'm
But-
so excited to use this tattoo.
Does this count as melee?
No,
Nope.
it is a ranged attack.
Fine.
You could use the
What would
tattoo,
Pip
though.
do?
Like, if Pip wants to use it.
Yeah.
He wants to be cool. So, stands between.
Does he want to
them.
be cool or does he want to be useful?
He wants to be both. He stands between them, like arms outstretched one to the other. One missile to C, two to E. Since my lowest spell slot right now is level 2.
Okay.
Oh wait, so that means you should have 4 missiles,
No, it's
since you're
it's-
upcasting it.
No, it's 3 at level 2.
Oh,
It's 1 at
started at
it's
3.
2 at level 1. Oh wait.
Read your spell.
Oh my god, you're so right. You're so right.
Listen, somebody in one of my
There's
other
3
games
darts right up here, so I'm
Yeah.
like,
spams Magic Missile, so I have the upcast of Magic Missile memorized at this point.
yeah. I'm just reading the 3 those 3 darts that's under the level 2. So yeah, I'm gonna do 2 to each, I guess.
All right. Go for it. And
what-
you, I believe, get that extra necrotic damage on E
E.
as well.
Yes.
Remember,
and
it's,
I can also do the acid damage to one of them too from absorb elements, right?
No, that has to be a
That has
melee.
with a melee.
That's only for
Oh.
melee.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, it says
it's
melee.
probably a fair bet to say these guys probably don't mind acid damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably, but it'd be cool. I'm gonna use all the things.
All right, so give me
So
a Demon
there
C.
Okay, yeah. Demon C gets 1 + 1 is 2. That's 5 to Demon C, and 9 to Demon E.
All right.
What the hex?
Plus the 5 to C.
Why C?
Oh no, sorry, E. You're right.
Okay. So Pip outstretches his hands. These little bullets of black, striped with gold, or struck through with gold, go into C and E, killing C. As only Demon E and the Orcish demon remain.
Ollie.
And with that, it is top of the round. Spark, you're up.
So, could Spark cut Nefira free from Pip with his action?
He can.
Yep, he's going to look at Nefira and be like, let's focus on the big guy and both get out of here. And he's going to use his action to cut that connection.
All right.
No, not 5, 10, 15, 20.
He's going to take his reaction to attack you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot E's still around.
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage because Lulu has not broken concentration.
Okay. That's going to miss. You're lucky. That first one was a 19.
Without unmodified?
Yeah, but I rolled at disadvantage. So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. The second one was really low, but
All right, thank goodness. And yeah, Spark's gonna just shield up in that place.
all right. That is Spark's turn. Nafira, you are up.
All right, let's see.
Is you have 2 options in front of you.
And I'm not doing so great. All right. I'm going for the demon dude and
The big guy?
big guy,
All
orcish
right.
demon.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna stab him again with my magic dagger.
All right.
$17 to hit? Yes. 17?
17 hits.
And then D4. This one has been doing really well for me. Please do well.
And you do get sneak attack since you have an ally within 5 feet of the creature you hit.
I got a 4 on this thing again.
That
That's
D4.
ridiculous.
C4 has been doing so well for me. It's the little one I got in Florida.
Very
The
nice.
little blue one.
So
The
that's
mini dice just
8.
speak to you.
8 plus.
do.
Wait, why am I? You didn't crit. It's 8
It's
total.
4
Yeah.
plus.
4 plus 4, 8.
Yeah.
4, 4, 2.
8, another 8, 16, 17, 18.
Yep.
Very nice. He's still up, and with that, he's going to make a retaliation greatsword attack against you at advantage.
Oh, yay.
That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Hmm.
And
Ouch.
that is 11 points of damage.
Uncanny dodge.
All right, uncanny dodge moves it down to 6.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Single digits. Ooh. Okay.
All right.
Hey, Mads, was this rated to be a moderate encounter or a hard one?
This was rated hard, but not deadly. So,
So the dice are just not in our favor.
yeah. I mean, some of you rolling 7s and 5s on deck saves that that's
That really wrecked
just
us.
yeah. Speaking of which, it is now E's turn. I need to roll to see if it gets.
Do I not get to bonus action?
Oh
stab this
yes,
dude
you can
again?
bonus action stab
Wait.
again. Yes,
Like, maybe dodge?
or you could bonus action dodge.
It would be smarter to dodge.
It would be
Would Nafira-
way smarter to
Would-
dodge.
Okay,
This dude.
Sly, would Nafira be focusing on self-preservation or murder the guy in front of her?
How bad's he looking?
He's not looking great, but you don't think you probably couldn't take him out in one shot.
Okay, I'll dodge then.
All right, so that is dodge, and with that, I'm rolling to see if the demon gets its disgorge back. It does not, so it is going to do a bite attack and is biting Nafira as you look edible.
Disadvantage.
It's at disadvantage, and yeah, I can't move to get advantage. Yeah. So where are my 2 die? You're really lucky. I rolled a 20 and a 14. So that's an 18 to hit, which I do believe
that
still
hits.
hits.
And I
It
can't
wasn't a
undodge-
crit.
Uncanny
God.
dodge?
You cannot. You already did.
Okay. Why
That
is
is
it
10
limited?
points of damage because it's a reaction.
10
Nafira's
points of
out.
damage?
10 points of damage. Nafira is downed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And with that, it is now the demon's turn. And it is going to go for Spark. He's going to move to get advantage.
Those straight rolls.
Yes. So first bite attack. 17 plus 7.
Hit.
Second is the greatsword. That is 10 plus 7, so 17.
Miss.
Miss. Alright, so just the bite from this guy, which is just a d8. Where the fuck's my d8? There it is. Roll awful. 6 points of piercing damage as you see this creature kind of chuckling, walking around, knowing that you've already been downed once, that your allies are looking pretty shitty. It's enjoying this fight a lot. It bites into you. And with that, it is now Aeris' turn. Lulu on deck.
Would it be fair to say that Lulu could paint in Aeris' head? Don't worry, I got her.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know what you got, but yeah.
cool. Aeris is going to make an attack against Demon E with advantage.
All right.
Okay. That is a 22 to hit.
Yes.
I'm gonna reroll. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Very nice.
Still up.
It is still up.
Okay, and then I go again. Oh my god. I don't know if that's gonna hit. I'm rolling so poorly. I'm so upset. 13.
That misses.
Oh my god.
We're gonna say that all the poor rolls is because you're still tethered to Pip, and it's just you're not able to be as fluid as you want to be.
Hey, y'all, do you know what would have been smart if we untied ourselves after Featherfall had begun? Or if Spark had popped a divine sense so they would know how hot the zone they're landing in is.
Hey, you all had many
Hindsight.
turns. You all had many turns to cut yourself free. It's only now starting to really hamper you. At least
Well,
Lulu
I
can
had
fly.
advantage. I should have been able to.
Honestly, yes,
and
you
I
should
did
have.
it! And I did it.
All right.
Yeah,
Anything else,
shoot.
Aeris?
Oh, what? Oh, wait, you were rolling with advantage already?
Yes, I'm flanking.
Oh
Do you
my
still have
goodness.
an inspiration tape?
I do, but I don't want to use it against Demon E.
That's fair. That's
Oh,
valid.
wait, how many inspirations do you have?
I have
Do you have
two.
one or two?
I have
Okay.
two. But I'm not gonna use one against Demon
Yeah,
E.
that's valid.
Yeah, save that
Sorry.
birthday inspiration.
I want to use that as our quote next week. I don't want to use one against Demon E.
Yeah, shoot, that
Demon E's about to
literally.
kill two of your friends.
If Demon E gets
Demon
Gets
E's
a
not gonna
turn.
kill two of my friends.
Yeah.
You're
If
literally
Demon E if he had gotten his thing back, Pip and
Pip,
Affair would
does
have been
Pip think
out.
that he's not gonna be able to take down Demon E?
Pip's
Because Pip goes before
gonna
Demon
try.
E.
Pip does.
Yeah, maybe Pip will get him.
alright.
That's Eris' turn.
That's Eris.
Maybe we'll
Lulu
get
is up. Pip on deck.
Party preservation, top priority. Expending her last first level spell slot for cure wounds on Nefira.
Nice.
Oh, thank goodness.
Nefira, you hear in your head as you come back to life. You're like, you have a little trunk is touching your shoulder, and you
8
hear,
points
"I
of
got you."
healing if we're adding Lulu's wisdom mod.
Sure.
How much?
Yeah. 8.
Yay.
And I want to say with 120 in vertical flight, she can probably move to give Pip advantage.
Back
Um,
to 8.
Like, fly over this thing's head and then back down into range.
I think she still leaves range, right? Or I guess not. I guess she could. Okay, yeah, I'll say that's fine.
It's weird because we're entering 3-dimensional space now.
Which normally is a pain in the ass. But that is fine. Spark, you're up. And
Hey, I thought
Nefira, or Pip, sorry. Pip, you're up.
Wow.
Don't skip
Okay,
our
let me
boy.
fix this. It's okay, you won't need me anyway.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Again? Oh, that did happen again. You're so right.
Listen, this is the kind of stuff that Dendar fed off of to gaslight
Mhm.
you.
All right, Pip, what are you doing?
Can I try to bonus action shove him above Lulu so that we're within range, so I can do a little cantrip about it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so that's a save from him. Let me see what it is again. I think it's strength. Features and traits. I should have this memorized. I use it so much.
Listen, I don't have
it's a dirty 20. I'm pretty sure that saves.
It does. It does.
All right.
Because it's like a 16. Cool.
Alright, here's hoping your electric touch is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna blast them, but I guess I'll just shock them again. So I'll do that.
But hey, he won't have his reaction, so you can maybe take a step back.
Yeah. So that's 15 plus 9 to
Yes,
hit him.
that hits.
That's great. I like that.
Listen, Morgan, you're only bound to be within 5 feet of Aeris now.
Yeah.
Okay. 2d8.
I say that like we're not currently still lined up, like we're tied up to each other as we were.
So that's 6 points of lightning damage, 1 point of necrotic because he's still hexed.
So 7 points total.
7 points total.
Very
Yes.
nice. He is still up.
Can I tattoo him?
Yeah, go for it.
I attempt to tattoo him. I pull out a needle gun.
Do I roll a save?
It's a dex save. I was getting it up.
Fail. Nat 1.
Hey, Pips,
What?
hey, Morgan, your dice. I swear.
So that's an extra 4 points of piercing damage. Do you want me to roll a save?
No. How do you want to do this?
Oh, sick. Okay. I didn't expect it. So what am I? Snake tattoo.
As you
Okay.
reach out and shock him, the snake tattoo uncoils.
Yes. Does that, coils around his little body. This big body, very strange body, somehow gets in there. Bites him. And that's the thing.
Nice. Yeah.
He's
Aeris.
out about it.
Yeah.
I don't feel enough. You don't need to. Don't ask me to describe kills. I don't.
Aeris,
This is literally my first kill.
Spark and Nefira, you all see as Pip grabs and again burns into this demon. You see the snake uncoil and kind of latch onto the body of this this demon multiple times, kind of biting into it. As the demon falls to the ground, you see the snake that was coalesced around it in that shadow form slink back into the ground. And I'm assuming, Pip, you're moving Hex to the demon, orcish demon. Yeah. And you see Spark, it slithers, the shadow slithers under you and coils around the orcish demon. It's a good thing no one in this party is afraid of snakes.
Snake.
Well, they wouldn't be a thing, yeah. So, and
okay,
with that,
and then,
he is dead.
Yeah. Sick. And then it's really excited about being able to use his tattoo again because it's really cool. And then like kind of looks over Spark and he's like, "See, it's okay. That's it."
I don't think anyone looks happy about
No,
it.
everyone is looking
thrilled.
disapproving. Also, Morgan, you might want to like refresh the screen. Your camera's being really slow and kind of glitchy.
Great.
And with that, Pip's turn, top of the round, Spark.
How rough is this thing looking?
Pretty rough. Very rough.
Yeah, this is how Spark would go about it. Alright, attack action. 16 plus 8.
Yep, that hits.
Level 1 Divine Smite.
All right. Go for
This thing knocked one of the gremlins out.
It knocked, knocked 2 of them out, actually. I will have
He's not gonna ginger snap over himself.
Cute.
He's saving his reaction, though, for now.
Alright.
So, let's see here. First of my 4 dice. Not as bad as the ones previous.
Would you roll the hit?
Oh, yeah, it was 20-something to hit.
Yes.
Sorry, let me just double check the wording on Smite. I believe it starts with 2, and I get a freebie if it's Fiend. Yes. Okay, so third Smite dice. Oh, thank you, Blue D8. I wish my weapon used you, because you are a consistent friend. Alright. That becomes that. 26 points of bludgeoning and radiant damage.
How do you want to do this?
Stop enjoying this!
Nice.
To the neck.
Alright, yeah. As you crush its windpipe, the demon is down, and we are out of combat. And as you all take a breather, all of you severely injured, bloody, covered in acid that's burned through your clothes and your metal a bit. That is where we will pick up next week.